Hey, I was ready. Fam, if you've been monitoring the activity around the NFL, how comical last night. And you know, somebody was really mean to Antonio Brown in the hours yesterday during the course of that time when they said, Antonio Brown will be, and they released Ian Rappaport even. Do you know how official it is when the rap says something, right? Ian Rappaport. The Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers seem to be about to wrap up the final ends before they sign Antonio Brown. So the mimes went nuts. It was like you had like people like saying things about my boy Antonio I couldn't believe. And that picture of you know Game of Thrones when the dude's back there on the wall, the snow is blowing around him, his hair is blowing. I remember that because that's my favorite one. And poor Antonio. Got the dude standing out there in the snow in the back. And I kept looking for the White Walkers to come in there and start grab his ass, you know. T! Okay. So Antonio Brown, and I knew it. I says, you know what? If Antonio Brown says I ain't going, well, then what? I even asked Antonio, what if you tell the Steelers hell no? What happens after that? So, of course, the deal ain't going through now. So, Buffalo said, well, he don't want to play with us. That's fine. Man, Buffalo. If any Buffalo fan, don't nobody want to play in no refrigerator, man. You guys get ridiculous cold out there. Why don't they build a dome in that area? Are you crazy? That's worse than Minnesota. Anyway, that means Brown is still in the mix. And also the Pittsburgh Steelers have got to drop. They've got to drop the foolishness. Ain't nobody going to be paying no top ransom for Antonio Brown. I know he's a good wide receiver, maybe one of the greatest of all time. But people are a little worried about giving up the first-round pick this year and second-round pick next year. And then you got to get him a new restructured contract with guaranteed monies that he done already told everybody got to play. Steelers want to say, Antonio, will you shut up? We're trying to make the deal, man. So what's going to end up happening is, my prediction, Antonio Brown says he's going to announce soon when the Raiders can finally pick him up, I figure. Because, they're going to have to come down off whatever offer they're asking for. Anyway, let's get back to our own business. All right. The first thing on any 49ers mind is, and has been since like 2017, what is up with Malcolm Smith? Okay, 20 of 32 games. That's how many games he missed due to injury. Since he signed that extremely generous contract back in 2017, 49ers have restructured Malcolm Smith's contract to stay with the team. Malcolm, if you're going to stay here, you're not going to ask for that kind of money, and we're not going to pay it. Is that clear? So, that's what happened there. And he got that to stay with the team. That's according to NFL Network. After Rappaport messed up on the Antonio Brown situation, I'm not sure if I can trust NFL Network anymore, but we'll have to do it for now. Smith was scheduled to earn $3.75 million base salary and count $5.4 million against the salary cap this season. No, he won't. Smith hasn't contributed but just a little bit since signing a 5-year, $26.5 million deal with $12 million guaranteed to 2 years. Do you know that there are islands out in the Pacific that you could buy with that kind of money? And he ain't played but, 5-10 minutes in total since 2017? Man, he's getting paid. It ain't even doing a thing. Last year, Smith missed 4 games with tendonitis in his Achilles. The man made just 5 starts and averaged 28 snaps in 12 games in which he appeared. In 2017, Smith missed a season with a torn pec. Okay, that's fine. We understand that. All right, he sustained that in training camp. He was working hard. It gets worse, though. Last week, head coach Kyle Shanahan said Smith was still, and I mean still, to this hour, dealing with his Achilles injury. Do you remember the report that came out that was an NFR, non-football related injury? Is this the injury? All right. Shanahan is quoted saying he's still not fully healthy yet, so we are waiting to figure that out. He battled a lot of stuff last year, came into camp hurt, and never healed. Really hoping that we can get some answers on that over the next month or so, which can help us make a better decision as to what to do next. You and me, we know what to do right now, don't we? Stop clowning around. Okay, you know what? I understand, but here's the thing. Smith will now compete to start alongside Fred Warner, who ranked 12th in the NFL in tackles as a rookie. Where was Malcom? 49ers are expected to address their inside linebacker spot in free agency or the draft. C.J. Mosley, would you please pick up the phone? Man, we got to get rid of Malcolm Smith. And then you know what? You get C.J. Mosley, Malcolm. Good Lord, man, we really appreciate the effort in getting in here and signing with us, but you got to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And best of luck to you. And then what we do, bring CG in, take Malcolm's name off that locker, put Mosley up there. Then in the draft, you go in, you get another kid that looks promising and bring him in. Now we got 3 linebackers. And make sure you get that kid out of the draft and he looks solid, right? Because guys get hurt. So, and we go from there. And maybe if there's a late round kid, get him too. Because we still have Eli. I do like, people don't like, I like Mosley. Well, not Mosley, Elijah Lee. I like Elijah Lee. I really do. People don't like I know. Ronbo, man, you always be liking them dudes, man. No, I'm just saying. Elijah Lee, I thought he's pretty good. And I like him in coverage. James doesn't like him. James, he gets ate up on every pass. Elijah Lee made some plays, man. The 49ers signed kicker Jonathan Brown. Remember when I said, somebody tell me, was the last time you seen a black field goal kicker? Here he comes to the 49ers, right? Black as can be. Jonathan Brown, he's a field goal kicker. What are the odds? There's only a handful. Put it this way. There's as many field goal kickers as there are Olympic gold-winning swimmers. I know this is not a racist program. I'm just making fun. My people don't swim, and we don't kick field goals. So I'm just saying, this is just the honest to God truth. It's comical, but never mind. Anyway, he came in as an undrafted free agent in 2016. Brown will presumably spell Robbie Gould during the offseason. As we already know, Robbie the franchise tag has been placed on him. He ranks second in the NFL. Second in NFL history as far as field goal percentages go, and is set to earn $5 million in 2019. The 49ers should just gave him that up front. Maybe Robbie's not here and feeling that $5 million. Maybe could he have wanted more or extended offer? I'm not sure what's going on with that. Seems like that'd be all right, wouldn't it? You come in every few minutes. Sometimes you can go a whole game or something. You don't have to do anything. Go 12, 16 games and get paid $5 million. Maybe Robbie wanted 5.5 for the next 3 years. And I'd give it to him too. But Robbie, man, I'm going to give you $5.5 million. That's all guaranteed, Rob. Come on, man. I'm worried about my cap, okay? Last year, Brown made 6 of 6 field goals. I'm talking about Jonathan again. Including a 55-yarder and 55-yarder? He what? He kicked a 55-yard field goal? I wonder if he could consistently do that. Robbie needs to be careful here. If this kid comes in, I don't know if they're going to keep him around until, I guess, during the first final cuts, I guess he's out of here. But, man, 4 out of 5 extra points during preseason. Meanwhile, after discussing a long-term contract with running back Raheem Mostert, a restricted free agent, the 49ers upped and offered him a 1-year tender. Now, this is according to his agent, who said the 49ers tendered Mostert, one of the NFL's top special teams players, at the lowest rate, $2.25 million. Mostert could still negotiate that with other teams, but the 49ers have the right to match any other offer sheet he receives. Last year, Raheem rushed for 261 yards, averaging 7.7 yards a carry. That means if I give Raheem the ball every other time, I'm going to get a first down. Whew, man, and he was just wearing the Raiders out that night. The Raiders must be glad to see them get to pull Raheem off the Raiders, they must have been delighted to see him leaving. Granted, they probably didn't appreciate him getting his arm broke, but so, oh, good Lord, take him out of here. It might have been worse that night, Mostert is scheduled to be an unrestricted free agent in 2020, and that, of course, means 49ers can actually match any offers he gets out there if he goes out and tests the market out. And I got a feeling the 49ers are going to do that, dude. You don't want to let Raheem Mostert go. He's one of the best special teams guys in the league. If you have a problem with running back, you can bring him right in. He knows how to run behind Cal's scheme, and he can do a good 7.7 yards. He didn't have that many carries, but still, he was wearing people out, man. And it wasn't just against the Raiders, too. Raheem, after he stopped fumbling the ball, he was pretty dang good. So I figure he'll come back, but they are looking at other people. That kid, Zigbo or whatever, Zigbo, yeah, I got a feeling he might be coming to camp. If he does, I guess Raheem, somebody got to say goodbye. I don't know about Jeffrey Wilson. 49ers may have too many backs. We shall see. But, hey, let me see. Salvador Brepisca. What? A black kicker? I guess Sal said, hell yeah. Civic Sport ejected FB6. Robbie's still staying in San Francisco. He is. Yeah. Oh, Civic, don't worry about Robbie. He's not going anywhere. He's been tagged, so he has no choice. He's at home hanging out with the fam and everything, but he's got to come back. Peter Gorman says, are the 49ers going to sign a safety in free agency? You know, people need to, it's like when the Rams picked up, what's it, Eric what? Eric, what's it, the bearded guy? Anyway, the Rams picked up Weeder. Is his name Weeder? Anyway, the Rams picked him up. Everybody started freaking out. Look at the Rams, man. They're already starting to make changes, improve the team. Dude is 34 years old. Rams gave him a 2-year contract, and I couldn't stop laughing. Weedle, I'm sorry. Weedle's now going to be a Ram for the next 2 years. Arturo Rodriguez, Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray, chose Eric Burkhardt as his agent per sources. Burkhardt also represents Cardinals. He also represents Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury, who said last week he would take Murray if he had the number 1 pick. Isn't it ironic? Rodney Cards, what's up, Memphis checking in? What's up, Rodney? Arturo Rodriguez, que pasa, Ronbo? I tell you, man, I'm talking magnificent. Arriba! Don't get me started on Speedy Gonzalez, man. Antonio Brown says, unfortunately, it's looking like I'm heading to the Raiders. Oh, I'm heading. He's repping it. Unfortunately, it's looking like I'm heading to the Raiders, the wrong side of the bay. Sorry, 49er fans. I really wanted to join the Empire. It's all love. I saw it coming, too. Michael Schroeder quest for 6 continues. Stevens Cortez says, what's up, Ronbo? And 49er faithful, it's been a while, but I am back. Can I get a Niners? Call me, hey, Stevens, man. Love you back, fam. Thank you very much. And hit that like, according to Cortez says, hit that like. Stevens says, hit it. Sir Garcia, what's up? San Francisco. Thanks, fam. Appreciate out every time you like my posts on social media. Y'all hit that for a real. Hey. San Francisco, my fam, I don't be denying. I'm telling you, man, when I see things, I don't care what it is. You could be like sitting on the toilet still, washing your hair, eating something I don't appreciate. If you're doing it, I will say I like it, all right? You know what I'm saying? Family, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Mi hermanito, he's on the phone. Razor! Razor! Freddie, get up off the floor, man. Oh, I love that. Razor.
Yo.
Razor, man, it's like everybody's freaking out, man. It's like we don't, free agency doesn't start till tomorrow. People are already getting mad, man. If the Rams want to pick up 34-year-old safeties, that's okay. Razor. The police probably got Razor. I told him about parking the car at that speed. Razor! Razor! Razor? All right. We may have to come back and get Razor, huh? All right. Downey Montana, 49er hitter, checking in from the 80818. Sup? Bang, bang, Niner gang all day. Can't catch him. How we doing? Can't catch him. We doing all right? See, because I figure the 49ers are working on something huge. It's gotten real quiet, other than a few things. But if they can go get Weedle in L.A., we can go get Earl Thomas. And you heard about what the Cowboys said. Cowboys have suddenly lost interest after, what's that dude's name? Irving? What's Irving's first name? Is it Mike? Mike. Oh, David Irving. David Irving went on Instagram. Man, man, I ain't even thinking about playing no ball, man. I quit. You know what I'm saying? Until they get ready to change weed laws, I ain't coming back, you know. They got Randy Gregory over there on the other side. They blazing up, probably all up in the locker room, you know. And Jerry Jones probably got mad and said, you know what? I've had it about up to here, man. I ain't. And if Earl calls back here, hang the phone up, man. I ain't talking to nobody right now. I ain't got no defensive ends. DeMarcus is trying to charge me all the money I've earned in my life just to play football for me, man. I'm telling you right now, I ain't paying nobody else. So, you know, there's Earl Thomas, and they're not interested in Earl Thomas. So I'm laughing my ass off. Is Razor back? Let's go. Hey, Razor!
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'm back now.
Hey. Well, Razor, man, it's and there was Freddie. Freddie was sitting there all relaxed, and Razor started the car up again. Razor!
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, God.
Well, first off, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how many black kickers were in the NFL, and now what happens? It happens to be us. They're listening. They're listening to the show.
You know,
they are
the
listening.
dude came out of nowhere. Did you know they had a kicker in Cincinnati? I didn't even know about him. Man, that's hysterical. So he says, oh, you don't know about me. Let me see if I can get on that team. So he can stop talking. He sounds like he's not bad, too. What? You know? Hey, Razor, people have to understand, when black people don't play things, we don't swim, we don't golf except for Tiger. But you remember, Tiger is like a mixed breed. And then, of course, you got your field goal kicker. Now, in high school, if a brother runs out on the field, I'm going to be a field goal kicker. The rest of the brothers be, what? Field goal kicker? Come on, man, you kidding me. You ain't going, and the first thing is, you ain't going to beat them. So, and then, he comes out there and proves a point, and he made it to the NFL kicking the ball. So I'm kind of impressed with him, and I'm going to root for him. I don't think he's going to be able to stay on the squad when Robbie comes back into town, but, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. And
it is.
His last name had to be Brown, too. Like, what, we got Brown? Oh, damn kicker.
Wrong one. Yeah, but something, I got to stop being racist about that, because you know what? I also said, when's the last time anybody seen a white cornerback that was worth anything? And who was that? No, really, I mean, I think I saw a couple here recently, and then I said to myself, you know what? It depends on what you feel like playing. It's not necessarily, because the cornerbacks can say, well, you guys can't kick field goals, so shut up. So I guess it depends on what a player feels like doing, And there's a lot of wide receivers as well. So I have to get back off of that too. So Trent Taylor, I don't know how we got started. This. Let's not get carried away with this. And my white fam, y'all know I'm playing. Come on now. Razor, go ahead, man.
If someone take it seriously, we're just messing around, God. Relax. Okay, anyways. Ronbo, I need an installment.
Uh-oh. It is Friday night. There's never no time for let me holler at you.
I got two of them, but the first one will be John Lynch.
Just coming after him.
John Lynch, you better make some moves this offseason, man. I mean, on this, so AB is trying to be like the whole LeBron thing where he announces what team he's going to, right?
Yeah.
So on today,
God, I don't know
today is
why.
Antonio Brown Day because today is AB Day because he'll announce where he's going, right? And on this day, we keep Malcolm Smith, we sign another kicker, we freaking what up? What are
You,
we doing, Ron? Like, what?
okay, you gotta wait till the. Okay, at least wait until tomorrow, Razor. I mean, I don't even, it's not. We're not officially underway. Aren't they underway tomorrow, 11th? Wait, what's the date?
No, it's Monday. It's Monday where you can negotiate, but it can't be official
Oh,
until
okay,
Wednesday.
see, yeah, we got. It's okay. I think we got to relax here because everybody said, "Oh man, look at," because every move we heard made, everybody gets all PO'd. I said, you need to appreciate when the 49ers are real quiet like this. Something is up.
Yeah, yeah. So Monday is the real date, but I'm just saying he better make some moves because not all of his draft picks have panned out, and we can't afford to lose out on our draft picks. Like we need the same players that we needed 2 years ago. I mean, I take that back. We need the same two top players that we took 2 years ago, which is linebacker and DE. We need the
Yeah,
same
but
players
but
this
but you know
draft.
what? That
So
they tried with the linebacker. Uh, they got Ruben. See,
yeah,
again,
I don't
I,
put
I go ahead.
I don't put that on him necessarily, but he still drafted him, so I guess it
I
is on him.
know. And worked hard at it too. I mean, drafted back up into the first round. He had to have Ruben. And what did Ruben do?
Yeah,
Came in there and messed up, and I messed up bad. Oh, Ruben.
yeah. And now he's with the Redskins with Snyder, and now he ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I want to see what he does. I can't wait to see. I mean, we're all going to be watching Ruben next year. If Roger Goodell, I assume he's going to get suspended at least a few games. But soon as he comes in there, man, if Ruben comes in just kicking ass, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, now look at him. He can't be contained. God.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So that
I'm
was my
worried about
first
that.
installment.
All right.
My second installment is for Mr. BS. What happened to the show? I had my barbecue ready, my popcorn. He's a no show. What happened?
I know Big Show had some things he had to do at the last second, and he had to pull out.
God,
Oh
man,
man.
I had the barbecue ready. I had everything ready, man.
I was waiting for that too, man. I tell you, uh, we're gonna have to figure out something for Big Show. I don't know what. Maybe we'll get him in the draft later. And it's also his phone had a drop or something.
I don't want to
So
hear the excuses, Big
you know,
Show. Ronbo, he's BS. He's BSing you. Don't fall for it.
that's why we call it Big Show. BS. No, I really do want to hear his draft, though. I mean, because the thing is, Show is going to continue to say things like, "It's all a smokescreen. The Cardinals are not gonna. They are not gonna go after the wide. They just drafted their first round draft pick last year, Ronbo. They are
Here,
not going after
Ronbo.
Kyler Murray."
I'm gonna tell you something that I told Mahoney on the Nighthawk group chat.
Yeah.
This is what I told Mahoney. I go, if there was a Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones type receiver in the draft, he would be begging for Murray to go one overall because he would not want Arizona to take the receiver. He would want the receiver to fall to less. So he would be praying that Murray goes to the Cardinals, but no, he doesn't want Bosa. So he's wishing and praying that they take Murray so we don't get Bosa because deep in his black heart, he knows that we're getting Bosa.
You know, he always has an agenda. He cannot just not appreciate something for the sake of not appreciating it. There's always some reason, personal reason, why he doesn't want something to happen. So he talks himself into believing it. All the signs around everybody says the dude is going to take Murray. Now, maybe it doesn't happen, but right now it looks obvious that they're going to take Murray. Not Show.
It's obvious. It's obvious. And Big Show will be like, no, then I give up on them. Well, it's not them giving up on them. It's more of a system fit and more of a guy that they like that has experience with a coach already. So that's why. I mean, I don't think it's about
Runs
them
his
giving up on
system,
Rosen.
right?
Yeah, it's not, yeah. I don't think it's even, for sure.
Has
It
nothing to
ain't giving
do.
up on Rosen. No, it's nothing to do with giving up on Rosen. It's just it's a better system fit. Like
It's easy to say. I mean, and the thing is, Rosen is okay, but he's not all that I'd be like so worried about. And like Antonio Brown, man, he looks over and he sees this dude. What's the Buffalo quarterback's name?
Josh Allen.
I mean, as soon as AB hurt, say what? Buffalo. Who the quarterback? Oh, hell no. How you gonna give me the ball? Oh no. Get where's my agent? Baby, call my agent on the phone. I ain't going to Buffalo, man. No. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't going to Buffalo. I'll call him myself then. No. All right, you handle it then. All right, I'm gonna wait. I'll give you an hour. Can you see AB going nuts? Going to Buffalo playing in no freezing conditions. They got no quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if it was true or not, but I seen a little picture. I mean, not picture. It said a little thing about AB. Supposedly that he said, "Hell no, I ain't going to Buffalo in that cold weather to go 4-12. Fuck that."
I knew I had his mindset. Hey, Razor, I'll tell you what, man. I'll be back. Oh, hey, Sunday, Coach will be on. And
Okay.
Coach has no problems with his phones or anything like that. He will give us his breakdown on what's going to happen free agency. But hey, Big Show, come on, man. You know you asked for this, man. I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday. Oh,
See ya.
God.
Big
All right,
shows for
fam.
you. How dare you? What's your frozen? Oh, there it goes.
What? Razor.
Big Show right now is shaking. Big Show right now is shaking his head because I know he's listening.
Good night, Razor. We got to get that recording of Antonio Brown saying, hell no, I ain't going to no Buffalo. NFC West Nemesis says, Jonathan Brown, great signing, dedicated player that wants to be great. Puts pressure on Gould to perform. I don't know if Robbie can have any pressure put on him, but it's nice to know that, Robbie probably be joking and clowning with him on the sideline. Hey, you're a kicker? Yeah, why? No, I heard about you. You think I can't kick because I'm black, don't you? No, I never said that. I just, you look like you're built really strong and everything. I mean, I'm looking for you. Any help you need, let me know. Can't Catch Him says, did we do this? Oh, yeah. Can't Catch Him, what's up, fam? Mr. Leaks, let's go. William Roberts, the 49ers need to go after Trey Flowers really badly. Preston Smith, Kareem Jackson, Earl Thomas, and maybe Terrell Williams. I got to tell you right now, I almost guarantee they're going after Terrell Williams. Now, there's going to be a bidding war on Terrell Williams because even if they went into the draft to go find a receiver, Terrell Williams is already ready. Like, pour him right in. He'll segue right in. 6'4", got lots of speed, lots of experience. He knows he's not going to have to slow down. All he has to do is learn the playbook. Trey Flowers, I got a feeling he's going to, as I mentioned last week, I got a feeling Trey is on his way to his work with his old coach, now the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Preston Smith, Kareem Jackson, probably still in the mix. But, yeah, I said Terrell Williams, Earl Thomas, look for that. 49ers are probably working hard on Earl especially because that's going to solidify that secondary. You go ahead, you pick up that secondary. I figured, you know what? As I say about Akello, I ain't worried about Akello being on the other side. You put him and you got Earl to cover him up. Oh, and you got Rich a year healed. Oh, and Rich even admitted he wasn't full ready to go last year. He probably is full ready to go now, right? All right, and then you get my boy Big Bosa, Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. Uh-oh, look out. It's a whole new defense. I don't know if they're going to get a linebacker. Get C.J. Mosley? Game over. Game over, fam. Oh, man, okay. Daniel Serrano. Shout out to all my real 49er riders. Daniel. Thanks for the contribution, fam. And Eric, Mr. Leak says A-B, the Raiders, I believe it will happen. I do too, actually. Aries, Niners, no more brick by brick. That's going to continue, I got to tell you, though, Aries. It's a slow process. You remember the 49ers were just dirt when they first got there. It's going to take a minute. I realized that recently. As soon as they got here, we're going to the Super Bowl. No, we're not. We don't have a franchise quarterback. We got a lot of holes to fill. It takes a minute. Richard Pryor says, here we go. He also says time to make some picks. Adrian Gutierrez says, hey, Lynch, big splash, getting a kicker while the Pats making moves. I think Lynch is slowly building a team out of scrubs. Give him a minute. I'm telling you guys, man. Free agency starts Monday. And believe it or not, 49ers are as tired of losing as we are, even more so. But they want to do it in a sensible fashion, you know. And I kind of appreciate that. 208 Lewiston. Hello, Lewiston. Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is this?
This is Brian Lee.
Brian Lee. Is that right, Brian Lee?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
First time call. I've been listening to you for a couple years now.
Oh, thanks,
and I
Brian.
got brave enough to call in.
No big deal, Brad. You could have done that a long time ago, man. I was jealous could be, man. What's going on, Brian?
I kind of want to make fun of the Super Bowl a little bit.
What? The Super Bowl?
I kind of want to make fun of the Super Bowl a little bit.
I don't blame you. Go ahead. Anytime somebody wants to make fun of the Rams, they're welcome.
You got Tom Brady and you got Jared Goff, and none of them are the GOAT.
Yeah.
But what was the score of the Super Bowl?
13-3.
Remember?
Yeah.
If you add those up, what's the score?
Total
That's
score?
the real GOAT right there.
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
16. Oh, I like
I've been wanting to say that for weeks.
I like that, Brian.
Because none of them play like Montana.
No, I know. And Brady, Tom really never has. He's gotten. When's the last time he really dominated? He did a good job against the Eagles last year. He did throw for a lot of yards. But normally Brady gets by. It's a team effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Either the kicker or the other team makes a stupid mistake.
Or Belichick. Actually, the biggest weapon on that team is Belichick, and it's taking everybody's weapons away. As soon as you come out there, no matter who your big star is, Belichick's taking him out right away. Amazing how he does that.
Oh, we're gonna exactly. But we're gonna be having all-stars over the field next year.
You know, and Kyle is the only guy that's ever dealt with him like that too. The Falcons were rolling on Belichick's defense until that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I guess we had a couple of injuries towards the end there, and they started getting tired. And
the defense.
Yeah, they kind of broke down a little bit.
Yeah, the Falcons' defense. But everybody blames Kyle Shanahan. And maybe Kyle, if he does make that play, that was a key play. But people forget Kyle is the OC. I mean,
exactly.
The head coach could have called all that stuff off, But Fred wasn't, That's fine. Anyway, he learned. So that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, exactly.
But Brian, Malcolm Smith is going to say goodnight. We got a new kicker. I think it's just something they're going to be doing for right now. Raheem Mostert. Do you want to see him stay or go? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
No, I said Raheem Mostert. Okay, go ahead.
But all you.
Oh no! I was just running down some of the things I was hoping you'd address. I was saying, first of all, Malcolm Smith.
Oh yeah.
Is pretty much ran out of his time, and most of us would like to see him go ahead and say goodbye and get a replacement, no matter who he is, as long as he can play. And then you got the new kicker, and then you got Raheem Mostert, one of my favorite running backs on the 49ers for a while now.
Oh yeah,
as
he's awesome.
He's getting a 1-year deal. Yeah. Well, let's see.
Probably try to save a little bit money, get some free agents, and maybe sign them next year.
Mm-hmm.
A few years.
Yeah. See, that's why when people don't think the 49ers are up to anything, think again. Us fans, we're laboring under the illusion that the 49ers, Lynch and Shanahan don't care. What Lynch and Shanahan are is calculating, intelligent, and they're trying to make a good, solid move. Don't go just out there shooting in all directions and then hoping something falls into place. When these guys do something, it's probably going to be solid. So I got faith in them. But what do you think?
Exactly. I got total faith. Faith in them. I trust everything they do. Yeah, no one's perfect. You don't see any team making the perfect mistakes. Even the Patriots, they, get somebody that year and they cut him. They traded for a guy last year and they got rid of him, an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, I can't remember his name, but
Oh, yeah, you know what the
everybody
guy
makes
that he got from
mistakes,
us?
but I don't think it was from us. I think it was another guy. It might have been last year or the year before, but
Oh.
they traded for an offensive lineman and they ended up getting rid of him.
Right, the left tackle that was awesome went to the Giants. Forget his
Yeah.
name too. And then they pick up Trent Brown. He does a good job of protecting Brady. And he tell Trent, "I'm not tagging you, and don't ask me for more money." Wow, Jesus! Whoa! It's hard to make that team and stay on it. You get one ring and say goodbye.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, anyways, I finally called in. It was nice talking to you, and I love what you do. And like I said, I've
thanks,
been listening
Brad.
for a few years now, and I finally decided to try to give it a call. I figured it out. And
All right. Well, glad to hear that. And I look forward to you getting back in here again, too, all right? Especially
all
when
right,
you're going to
I'll
work on
be
the
calling in
Rams.
again.
All right, Brian.
Oh, yeah. I hate them Rams. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. Night, Empire. Night, Empire.
Yeah. Hey, Dre, come on in, Dre.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Dre, man, I wish I knew. I tell you, it's too quiet in Santa Clara. You can hear crickets out there, from what I understand. But I got a feeling.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, I just say I got a
Go
feeling
ahead.
either OBJ is on his way, Earl Thomas is in the fold, C.J. Mosley. I got a feeling the 49ers are just going for home runs. They ain't going for none of this.
Man, John Lynch better do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the year that we got Juice, you know what I mean? He got 3 big free agent signings. He got Malcolm Smith. He went and got Garcon, who was no longer with us, and he also went and got Garcon, Juszczyk, and then who else did he get? Garcon, Juszczyk, and Malcolm Smith. So I hope this year he can do the same thing. And I've been doing a lot of research the last couple of weeks. So the big thing that we want to look at is that the Steelers traded their best tackle, which is Marcus Gilbert. His PFF rating is 70.5. He's ranked 40th in the league of all offensive tackles. I believe there's like probably 200 in the NFL. He was their best offensive tackle, and then the Steelers traded him to the Cardinals. So that means that they're looking at edge protection. They got Mike Lapati, who used to be with us, on the other side, and then they got Marcus Gilbert on the other side. So that's a good tandem. So that means that they're trying to protect the edge for who? For Kyler Murray.
Of course.
It's evident.
Running
man.
like he's going to be running?
Yeah. So when I seen that today, that happened this morning. So they're looking to protect that edge. So that just lets me know that we're going to get Bosa. So what I would do, man, is I would go ahead and get draft Bosa first. Then if we can, get Riley Ridley. Free agents, I would get sign Earl. Give him $7 million. You know what I mean, with the potential to earn 7.5 with bonuses.
Nice.
His
that would work.
Then it's between Anthony Barr and C.J. Mosley. Anthony Barr, his PFF was real high. It was 71.3. He's the 26th ranked linebacker in the league. He was second on efficiency for defensive coverage and pass coverage. He only allowed 0.52 yards, which is 52 yards a game. And he was best in the league at pass rushing efficiency for linebackers. C.J. Mosley, he's just a maniac. If you want somebody to stuff the run, he's ranked 21st best linebacker in the league. If you want somebody to stuff the run and be all over the field, sideline to sideline, he's more, he's kind of, and he's an Alabama guy, so I'm kind of scared of Alabama after what happened, with
Ruben.
with Ruben. But at the same time, if you ask me, I would rather have Anthony Barr. He's lengthy, he's agile, he has good speed. He reads the defense good. He can play sideline to sideline, and boy, can he can tackle. You know what I mean? So I would rather have Anthony Barr. He'd fit real good in our scheme. And then go ahead and sign. I already said Earl. Sign Anthony Barr or C.J. Mosley. And I like for the receivers. I like Dante Moncrief, 6'2", 215. He ran a 4.3.
Yep.
And he had 48 receptions, 668 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Or I would
Dre,
like
I
to have
think
Devin
Moncrief
Funchess.
got picked up last week, though. I thought somebody said Moncrief just got picked up because he was free, so you
I
can sign
don't
him
know,
anytime.
bro.
Maybe
I don't
not.
know if he did. And then Devin Funchess. What I wanted to note about Funchess is in 2017 he had 63 receptions and 840 yards with 8 touchdowns. And then they went ahead and drafted Christian McCaffrey, and you can tell because the stats dipped from 63 receptions to 44 receptions, 549 yards, and then 4 touchdowns. But he's 6'4", 235, and he runs a 4.4. I mean, you can't beat that.
I wanted Funchess coming out of school. The 49ers drafted wrong dude, and Funchess was always a bad
we
butt.
definitely. Oh my gosh, yeah, and then the Jags they releasing Malik Jackson, so they're looking for a defensive tackle that is knowledgeable and has been in the NFL, and that's a veteran. And we have one that we're going to take a cap hit on if we don't release him. And so if I was John Lynch, I would send Earl Mitchell and our 4th round pick to the Jags for Jalen Ramsey. You fill a hole.
Yeah.
You don't have Malik Jackson, which was a beast. He was ranked 10th in the league in defensive tackle. So, they couldn't take the salary hit. So, I think they released 6
about
guys
the salary
today.
hit.
Yeah. So it wasn't because they didn't want him. It was salary hit. So, if I was, John Lynch, I would, give him a call, say, hey, I got Earl Mitchell. You know what I mean? Go ahead and send him over there, and I got a 4th round for Jalen. I mean, that's a far stretch, but you know what I mean? That's just a few things that I put together. But definitely, sign Earl, get Anthony Barr, CJ Mosley. We are going to get Bosa because of, with the Cards getting Marcus Gilbert. Yeah, it just opens up the doors and it shows what they're trying to do. And I like Devin Funchess, So, but yeah, man, I'm going to be pissed. This year is probably one of the best years for draft and free agency. I haven't seen a year where the free agency was so wide open with so many good players, and then the draft is so deep when it comes to defensive players.
Especially for what we want, wide receivers and defensive ends, it's insane. Dre, we got to stop though, fam. Get on back into this Sunday. Let's get back into it, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, fam. Good to hear from you, Dre, as always. And Ray White, thanks, fam. Says born and raised in Hunters Point. What? Out by this candlestick. Raised in Hunters Point, San Francisco, Niners fan since birth. Hunter. Love the show. And Earl, Dante Fowler, and Shaquille Barrett in free agency. Thanks, Ray. Man. You remember, man, as soon as you drive out there, that fogginess, there's something cool and driving through the neighborhood, getting in the back. Man. William Rivera, Fluffy Ninja in the house. Niners! Horatio Flores. What's up, fam? J. Duke Reviews. OBJ. Tell you, man, I for some reason, I know the 49ers, they were in pursuit of him last year. If the Giants the Giants laughed at the Browns trade effort, so they really are listening. Warner DeLeo says, hey, will you tell the people calling that since they didn't cut Smith, that they need to make more cap space for free agency by reconstructing his contract? It gives us more money and depth at line. Yeah, the flexibility there. And also Smith, you do that to Smith even if we got billions of dollars, because Smith ain't did nothing. But, yeah. Papi Pablo, XXX, what's up, fam? Victor Rojas says, Land Empire. How you guys doing? Kim Busso Boutro. What's up, Kim? And the faithful says, I want Earl Thomas and C.J. Mosley. That's it. And that'd be a heck of a start, too. Hey, it's Tony from Australia. Man, Tony, we've not talked to you in a long time.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey.
Yeah, brother. Had some unfortunate things happen. Lost my mum around Christmas time. So,
so sorry to hear that.
It's all right, brother. But spirits are back up.
Oh, good.
I've been listening to you guys all the way through in the truck and that. But,
Awesome.
A lot of hostility in the 49er family at the moment.
What? I tell you, Tony, that is so accurate. I mean, the yelling and screaming. I mean, the thing is, we've already started. We do this every year at the same time, right? The camp is divided. There's two camps now. There's a Nick Bosa camp versus the Jonathan Allen camp. There's people who did want Antonio Brown. There were some of us that were cautious about Antonio. Who do we get rid of? Do we hate Eric Armstead? Jimmy Ward go away? There's a lot of anger because we've been losing. Is the problem? I would imagine. So.
Well,
yeah.
See, brother, I'd like to come in as I suppose. As a reasoning, like Sean, just like to compliment Sean the jeweler the other day when he came in and said, let's have a look at when Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch came into the organisation. They didn't just come in there and say, we'll just go to the 49ers and we'll see what happens, eh?
Yeah.
They would have come in there they gave them 6 years. They would have come in there with a plan and a timeline and a mission statement. And the first year, what happened? First year was just gut the team, get rid of the rubbish, whatever they don't want to keep, what they want to keep. And we got Jimmy G for a second-round draft pick. They threw him in. They said, okay, son, show us what you've got. 5 games straight. Second year, what happened, Ronbo? Jimmy G went down.
Yeah.
All right, so second year, each year goes along, they've got a plan for every single year, you would imagine.
It appears.
Right? So their second year plan, when Jimmy G went down, well, that went down the toilet.
Sure.
Right? So they had to go to a contingency plan. Still, as some of the boys have been saying, there was some good things that came out of the second year. They got to evaluate the practice squad. We found out that our third-string quarterback was our backup quarterback.
Yes.
It wasn't a year that went to waste. But in both of those years, we had massive injuries, and we had no Jimmy G in the second year. That's what. Now we're into the third year, or what everyone is saying that. To me, this upcoming season is not the third year. It's the second year. Right?
Actually, true.
We were supposed to have Jimmy G for a whole season. We didn't get that. So now their plan, they got to cram their plan. They got to cram the second year and the third year all into. Technically, we're 12 months behind schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to be patient. That's what I want to say. We have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
This year, we're going to see, hopefully, if Jimmy G's healthy for the whole year, with the added bonus of some added players to the squad, we're going to see what we're really, where we're really up to.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth year, we should have a solid team,
mm-hmm.
which then, I don't know how these guys are thinking, but Lynch and Shanahan, 5th and 6th year, we should be
really
contesting the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We should be contesting the championship 5th year or both years, 5th and 6th. What if we win back-to-back Super Bowls in the 5th and 6th? All that shit will be forgotten.
You know?
All the screaming and
for
yelling
those
and
who just could not calm down in the first 3 or 4 years, they'll be feeling like, well, it took long enough. I was going to say, come on. We started from dirt, no seeds.
Yeah.
Just throw everything out.
Yeah.
Plant it, let it grow a little bit. And like you said, something you pointed out the exact that we lost. We dropped back a year. And then everybody started blaming everybody, including John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, who lost all their tools and weapons, and it's their fault? No.
It's not their fault.
No, come on. You can't win with no players.
I mean, I am so glad they got rid of the strength and conditioning people, because to me, that's the engine room. That's where you bulletproof your players. And, as I said, like, we just got to be patient, man. I mean, and as far as the draft goes and who we're going to pick and what's going to happen, I mean, look at McGlinchey. Did anyone think they were going to pick McGlinchey? No. Is he good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone think they were going to pick? Look at Matt Breida. And Kittle. I mean,
Nobody's
but all
seen that
those
guy.
players that they got.
And they don't get.
And
You know
Lynch
what?
said at the beginning.
Tony, we got to stop here. But you know what? You're right. They don't get enough credit for the players that did pan out. It's not like they've thrown nothing but zeros. We picked up a lot of stuff since 2017. But we're not winning enough games. So, go ahead.
I'll just leave you with a quick. I won't keep you. I'll just leave you with a quick report, Ronbo. We've got a report down here in Australia, right, that 95% of the people in America were satisfied with their lives and lifestyle. The other 5% were Rams fans.
I do love that punchline, Tony. Woo! I got to retell that one, too. Hey, Rudy, that was for you.
Yeah, that's for Rudy.
Tony, have a great day. I'll look for you. I'll hope to hear from you Sunday if you get some time, huh?
Yeah, brother. Okay.
All right,
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a great day.
Cheers, mate. You too.
Cheers. Oh, God, that was awesome. NFC West Nemesis says, what up? Praying AB and OB don't get to wear the red and go. You may get those answers, too. Because one thing about the 49ers, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they're not going to gut the team. They're not going to give away all their draft picks for any 1-2 players. Harvey Huega says, what up, fam? Shout out to everyone on the chat. Hit that like. 49ers. And K, sir, what's up? Jeff Tan says, 2 weeks ago, do you remember I said AB to Bills and threatened to retire? That was you. I was laughing. It was 2 weeks already. I said, I bet would the Steelers do something like that? Hell yeah, they would, and they did. Let me stop laughing, man, because AB is not amused. Daniel said, Ronald said, hey, Robert, my auntie said, hey, auntie, what's up? Chad Garrison says, what's good? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. This is refreshing. Chad, man, we got to sometimes we got to wait for news to build up. And Dontrell Sessom says, what's up? Send me a shout out, Dontrell. What's up? Rod Simmons says this. AB is already T.O. endorsed. Remember when T.O. was a Raven? Psyche was an Eagle. Don't do it, Pittsburgh. Buffalo, SMDH. That's cold. If I was AB, I'd have lost it, though. I'd have called up, what was his name? I'd have cussed him out. Let's go. 209 Modesto, Cali. What's up, Modesto? Modesto, right down the highway from Fresno. And let's check out 704. You're in Concord, North Carolina. There's a Concord in NC. Hello, Concord. And Concord, you there? Hello, Concord. Area code 704. Heard a voice. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. And what's your name, please?
My name is Neo.
Is it Neil or Neo?
No, from the Matrix, Neo.
Neo! I thought you said Neo. The one. Hey, Neo. What's up, man?
Oh, I've been watching you for a while. It's my first time calling.
Hey, Neo. Appreciate you getting in there, man. What are you thinking about tonight, man? You heard about Malcolm Smith. We got a new kicker. Raheem Mostert's looking for a contract. Everybody's mad because we haven't signed anybody else yet. But what are you thinking?
Yeah. The Cowboys are out on Earl Thomas. That's kind of the main contender, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Malcolm Smith,
I think he was the only competition for Earl Thomas, too. I think the Cowboys were it. Earl doesn't really care to play everywhere, even though it seems like he'll go to anybody who pays money. So I got a feeling the 49ers are really about to land Earl Thomas. How exciting is that?
Yeah, I say we got a better chance than most.
Yeah. And Earl's probably going to want to be with Rich. This is a scheme that he understands and knows. The 49ers just have to make sure to make him feel like he's not being cheated, right? I think what they should do, since he
Yeah,
wants $13 million, give him a $10 million contract and give him some incentives that are really easy, like Richard Sherman's were, and could take him well over $15 million if indeed he can meet all those requirements. I like that idea.
yeah. He also stays in the same Seattle scheme that Sala runs,
Yep.
and he gets to be with his buddy Sherm.
Yep.
Plays Seattle twice a year.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to go through a whole lot. Learning curve is going to be really, I mean, there won't be one. He is the standard for that position. So put him back there, get out of him and Richard's way, and let's go. God, that'd be perfect.
Yep.
Just perfect.
Don't forget about Malcolm Smith. He's just there because, honestly,
well.
we have nobody else to replace him.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Neil, I don't know that he's going to heal up between now and camp. Malcolm Smith's injury seems to be going on and on and on. So what we don't want to depend on him, right? You want to get somebody else to play linebacker. So if the 49ers are going to buy 2 agents this year, if it's CJ and Malcolm, that's for this year. If you want to not get rid of every bit of money the 49ers have, get those 2 guys. I think that's enough. It'd be nice if we get Terrell Williams, but there's a couple of wide receivers. Neil, who do you like as far as the draft? If you were going to go for a wide receiver, have you been checking out? Who would you pull in the second round? And I imagine if the 49ers do go for a wide receiver, it'll probably be in the second round. Who would you go after?
Well, unfortunately, DK won't be there.
Yeah, I know.
So probably someone like A.J. Brown.
Oh, God. That might be a good pick, actually. And Kill Harry, how do you feel about him?
I don't know. I mean, he kind of stayed quiet. He didn't have a great combine, but he's a big receiver.
No. Yeah, but I'm worried AJ's probably a first-round pick. And Hakeem Butler seems to be everybody's favorite other guy. How do you feel about Hakeem?
Yeah, I mean, he's big. He's kind of skinny, but I mean,
I know that's
he's
the
very
worst about
athletic.
him. Fragile. He could be fragile. You know, you can actually get him in the 3rd round from what they're saying. I don't believe it, though. I think he'll go higher than that. Hakeem lasts mid-second
Hakeem's
round
value higher
latest.
than that.
Yeah. There's Debo, who's more Kyle Shanahan style. Isabella could be, people hate it. Neil, people do not appreciate Kyle's eye for wide receivers because Kyle likes quick, fast, and you don't necessarily have to be tall. You see that interview he did? There was one video he did where he's talking about size doesn't matter, and they show a clip of the Warriors. What's our guy? The babyface assassin. What's his name? Now I lost his name.
Curry.
Stephen Curry, yeah. Curry goes up and slam dunks the ball. Kyle says, see, Curry's not that big, but he's pretty much an MVP. I says, Kyle, that's funny, but I understand where he's coming from. So, Neil, I guess, well, I've done all the talking. We got to go, but you got anything else you want to add real quick?
No.
All right, Neil. Great to hear from you, and I look forward to hearing from you again whenever you get a chance, huh?
All right.
All right, Neil. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. All right, and let's go check out. Hey, Lee. Lee. Meanwhile, I see what says Ray Jr. says, stay strong. We know Niners are the best and forget the rest. Ah! Jim Terrell says, I would like to report a robbery suspect wears number 51 and allegedly plays linebacker for Empire. He has stolen millions of dollars. If you see him on the street, please flip him the finger. Yeah, it wouldn't it be funny if the 49ers did take Malcolm Smith to court. Grand theft law. Hey, Lee.
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Lee, I'm telling you, man, The 49ers are being patient with Malcolm Smith, but you know how they do. The 49ers are going to hold on to him and wait until they got a sufficient, or at least somebody who can cover his spot. I got a feeling that's it, because come on, man. Malcolm Smith doesn't need another contract. He doesn't need a restructured contract. He needs to be said goodbye to. He's never going to get better, but it's too late in his
He needs to
career.
be kicking rocks down the street, Ronbo.
Yeah, goodness, man. Stop clowning around. I could get a kid out of
But
any school, Stanford, right down the street. We don't need Malcolm.
yeah, we could even draft someone in the later rounds. You know how
Yeah.
much I like Devin White, but yeah, we don't need these guys on our team. We could draft guys to replace them. Even the 6th and 7th rounders would probably get better linebackers. They wouldn't cost much.
So true.
But we don't have depth at that position. That's the
See, that's the
worrying
problem.
thing. So hopefully
Yeah.
we do. Yeah. Same with Jimmy Ward. They're talking about they're going to want to re-sign Jimmy Ward on a 1-year contract, and a lot of our fans, we don't want him on there either because he's always injured, Ronbo.
Yeah.
But we need depth at these positions. We need talent. That's why John Lynch has to pull the trigger of this free agency and go after guys. We could fix all 3 levels of our defense before we even get to the draft room. But you could get Earl Thomas or Tyrann Mathieu at safety. You could get Mosley or Barr at linebacker.
Oh,
And you could get Trey Flowers, or you could get Fowler, or even Houston to provide that pass rush. And that's all 3 levels. You know what I mean, Robert?
I forgot about Houston. Yes, he's available. Lee, what do you think about Malik? You know what? I figure between now and the end of the free agency period, somebody's going to pick him up in a heartbeat. We don't really have a need
Malik?
for an insider. I don't think. I mean,
No.
it seems like we've got more than enough
No, we
now.
don't.
Yeah, but what a waste.
The only way I think we go, the only thing that where we go inside Ronbo is if we miss out on Bosa and he goes first overall. If he gets traded to the Oakland, trade up to or something like that. Because I think if you're going to go inside, you got to go for Quinnen Williams at Alabama. But I didn't see that
yeah, not
happening.
Malik.
Bosa's not
And
there.
Quinnen's going to be a lot cheaper. Yes, you're right. If you really want an inside
Yeah, if we're gonna-
that bad, yeah.
Yeah, you pair him with D-Buck, and that's the inside setup for years, and they could be probably the most dominant
Oh,
2
God,
inside guys
yes.
in the league if you pair them together.
Oh.
So, yeah, I just think we've got to pull the trigger in free agency. If I'm not sure about Bosa, I told you I'm not sure if the Cardinals are going Murray. They could, they might not. Like all the hype is saying that, but there was all the hype about us getting Antonio Brown, and I didn't see that happening either. We've seen Big Show and Sheik every year. They get hyped and think we're going to get these players, but
Your feelings
we
hurt.
can't afford to risk our future on AB. He's too old. We're building a dynasty, not a 1-year wonder. So I don't think we'll
Lee,
get him.
Lee, the thing, I just want to say
Yeah.
one thing about that, though. How about the thing is, you look at the fact that they went and shopped Rosen. I mean, that's.
Yep.
I think, isn't that going a little far with the gag? I mean, what if somebody bites? And they go back
Well,
and
I
they
heard
tell
that,
everybody they're not serious. They didn't. We made them a great deal, and they didn't even want to think about giving us Rosen. And if that gets out, well, see, now your whole thing is screwed up. So
Yeah, well, because I heard that they didn't even shop Rosen. I just heard a few teams, put it out to them. Would they trade Rosen? And depending on what those teams give them for Rosen, that could not happen. So it wasn't like they were offering him to teams. It was more so that 3 teams were interested in seeing if they would trade Rosen. So I'm not sure if they're going to trade him there on because they didn't just use the first on him. They actually moved up to get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And apparently the GM really likes him, but then the coach likes Murray. So it just depends if the coach, gets his say or if the GM. But I remember watching a show like months ago, and they was talking about who gets Kyler Murray, and what they said months ago was, and it made a lot of sense. It said no team, the only person that would move up and pick a Kyler Murray with a very high pick or number 1 pick, or even a top 5 pick, is a team where the GM has got the balls to risk his job to go after someone like that. Like if Bill Belichick could do that because he's, he may be the head coach, but he's been in the league a long time and he probably has as much say as anyone, even, in his organization. Whereas a guy like Kingsbury coming into a new organization as a rookie coach out of college, he really hasn't built that credibility to say, hey, let's go after this guy and take a big risk at number one. You know what I mean, Ronbo? And also trade away a first-round quarterback. So they were saying the only team that would really do that is a team with a guy that could actually do that, like a Bill Belichick or, like maybe who's another coach in the league that could really have that pull up. I'd probably say even a guy like at a Baltimore, Harbaugh could do that, I think he could because he's a Super Bowl. Yeah, Sean Payton at the Saints. But yeah, it's a big risk for a GM because if he lets his head coach go out and take Murray and that fails, Ronbo, his job's going to be on the line, It's not just the head coach. The GM will be the most to blame for that.
On the flip side of that coin, though, if I'm the GM and I deny this guy after he told me that this guy fits his scheme, this guy, I've worked with him before, I think we've got a chemistry that can work here. If the Cards bite the dust with Rosen, he's still in trouble. Because especially that it's out there now that he liked Murray,
Yeah, and if Murray turns out to be a superstar and he goes to another team, and then they stick with Rosen and Rosen ends up having a good career, well then they come back to bite them. But yeah, it could go either way. That's the thing. So what risk are you willing to take?
Yeah, that's
should be interesting.
Should be. I can't wait as the weeks go by.
Yeah.
We ran out of time. It didn't seem like it was that long, did it?
No worries,
we gotta go though.
Thanks, Ronbo. Shout out to all of the Empire, everyone.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Lee. We'll talk to you. So be back Sunday, okay? Oh, God. And let's go to James. Boy, here's what I need to do. Ask James about Raheem Mostert. And James says, I'm the one that called in there and told him don't give him no more than 1 year contract. But I do know one thing about you, James. I know you have no problem with Malcolm Smith taking a hike or taking a cut in money. But James, come on in, man.
Hey, man. How you doing, Ronbo? How's everyone this afternoon? I hope doing well.
I'm doing great because I can't wait till Monday.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I think, really, to be honest, it's some of those contracts they sign, like them 1 year deals and then restructuring Malcolm. It gives them restructuring Malcolm, I believe, gives them a better play if they move on from him, which I think they still are planning on doing, because if they could possibly get like C.J. Mosley,
he's gone.
I think between
gone
the two linebackers,
that night.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they get Mosley, Malcolm will be gone. Like Tom Mosley is signing via computer from his home and wherever he lives at.
Yeah.
Agreeing to the contract with his agent online. They'll be telling Malcolm, somebody find Malcolm Smith in the building, tell him to come up to the front office. And he'll be packing his stuff out and gone, man. And I didn't know he had an Achilles injury though, but it seems like that injury is not healing, man. It's not healing at all. And another caller, and shout out my condolences to the guy Tony from Down Under who said that,
lost his mom around Christmas.
The loss of his moms, may God's blessings be up on him and his family, and by his will, they'll be able to get through it. I know it's tough, man, but anyway though, like I was saying, I think that a lot of them contracts they rewrote. If you listen to it, Greg Maben, Elijah Lee, and then Raheem Mostert,
all of James' favorite guys.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, they rewrote contracts and got 1 year deals basically, because if you think about it, it makes all the sense in the world from a general manager standpoint, because say if they try to move him or want to trade him to somebody, the salary is not that, the contract is not that big.
Right. And you still have nice call, James.
That's right.
Get him with that nice
contract,
expiring contract. People will take that and give you something. Yeah.
That's right. And the only reason I do believe that Malcolm Smith is being held on to, I think the other caller hit the nail on the head when he said that you know, we need depth, and we don't have really a lot of depth because if you notice, they're not re-signing Mark Zanucha, and they lost Ruben, and Brock Coyle's not really a starter,
Ruben
and
lost
then
Ruben.
there's basically just Fred Warner. So I look at it like this: I think they said to themselves, "Listen, let's rewrite some of these contracts and get them down to basically base money, because at the end of the day, if we make the moves that we're planning on making, these guys are out of here. Maybe somebody will come along and say, well, hey, I'll give you, even if it's a 4th round pick, because we only got 6 picks this year. So if we start acquiring, trading players out that we can still have future picks for, it's going to help us down the road
Yep.
in the near future, And as far as one thing I want to say, and I've said this before, as far as it comes to everybody feeling like we need another receiver. No, what we do need is our franchise quarterback staying on the field for a whole
Thank you.
16 games.
Jimmy
Year in
turned
and year
all those receivers into Pro Bowlers. Everybody
That's
forgets
exactly
that.
right.
We didn't have any weak receivers when Jimmy was
exactly right.
out there.
Not a one. And the thing about it, all of them were productive, because there's some games, there's some games that he went to 6 and 7 different receivers in a game. And then if you even include the running backs, it was probably 9 altogether.
Yeah.
With
And
him
then you got
spreading the
Jerick
ball.
McKinnon,
Yeah,
which was just a running back in a receiver's body, a receiver in running back's body. Yeah. So
and the thing about it, even with the 1 year situation with Mostert, believe it or not, the best part of his game is special teams. And when he went down and broke his arm, we did very well with the special teams unit that we put on the field without him. Okay, so at the end of the day, I look at it like, just like I said, they rewrote a lot of them contracts, knowing that, hey, if we got to move on from these guys, somebody may come along and want to trade for them. It's a contract friendly contract for other teams. And if we don't get nobody to trade for them, then it's not really costing us a lot of money to let them walk anyway.
And you can still cut them, and if no matter what you guaranteed or owe them, it's not a big deal. You can tell the 49ers getting ready to make moves. They're ready to make moves.
It's not a big deal at all. And then, like, also, you look at getting ready for this draft here. I'm gonna tell you, I thought in the beginning that with this guy Kingsbury being the new head coach of the Cardinals, that it's pretty much a lock that he might, draft Kyler Murray with the first pick. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think some of it's kind of like, it's a bargaining chip, where if they start putting it out there that, we're going to shop Rosen. And I think another caller had said, the last caller actually, that no one had said truly that it was definite that they were shopping Rosen.
Yeah.
So who are we not to say, if they put it out there that they're going after Kyler Murray, to make other teams like the Raiders just turn around and say, well, look, we'll give you our fourth and our 22nd pick.
And throw Derek Carr in, and we'll pay part of his salary just to get him out of here.
That's exactly right.
James, we ran out of time, James. I tell you what, though, be looking for your Sunday. They ain't no telling what's going to develop between now and then, because the rumors are going to start picking up momentum between now and Sunday.
And it's amazing that AB is still sitting in Pittsburgh. They talking about sending him to Buffalo. It ain't that bad up there. It only ruined O.J. Simpson's knees when they drafted him.
And AB says, I'm too old to be playing in Buffalo. If y'all lost your mind, send me to Florida, somewhere in California. You send me to Buffalo.
He thought Pittsburgh was cold. He ain't seen nothing yet. Get out there. Every day out there on the field trying to practice, man, and snow, ice chips
knee-deep
all
snow.
in the air from the lake. Yeah, man.
All right, James. I look for you Sunday.
Right, thank you, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Thank you.
You too, fam. You know what? We probably have no right.
Rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Niners! Rod, you know, I just realized, because I know you are a huge advocate of Mrs. Brown's baby boy, and I want you to know that we ought to stop clowning Antonio. But you know what, Rod? Somebody made a joke. Who was that said they mentioned this earlier? That the Pittsburgh's so mad right now with Antonio, they're liable to make a trade with Buffalo. Now, I said, Buffalo ain't got nothing Steelers want. All of a sudden, lo and behold, they're finishing up the finishing touches on a contract that's going to send Antonio Brown to Buffalo. I thought, Rod, I ain't lying, man. I don't have nothing against Antonio. If he joined the 49ers, I'd be delighted. But I couldn't stop laughing. I said, ain't this a oh, no, they didn't. It was Jeff Taylor said it. They sent Antonio to Buffalo. They know he's not going for that. What is this? This must be a revenge
You
move.
read my comment earlier.
I saw it on Twitter.
Already got the endorsement from T.O. Remember what happened when we sent T.O. to Baltimore?
Yeah.
It didn't happen. T.O. said no. I think AB gonna act a little bit crazier than T.O. You try to send him to Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. And come on, and the Steelers knew that he wasn't going to go, so why'd they make that deal? What are they just toying with him now? And eventually the owner's probably going to say, listen, Antonio, just before you lose that world-famous temper of yours, why don't you come in the office and now let's talk sensibly? You know, because I got a feeling he's pissing the Steelers off with some of the things he's doing on social media and the things he's putting out there comments-wise. Because the Steelers can't make no deal as long as Antonio keeps talking.
Did you see him at the barbershop with LeBron James?
What?
Did you see how he talked about Ben Roethlisberger, the pass he threw to him? He said, he threw the ball to the defensive line. I'm like, damn. They're not going to like that.
This is pure comedy. Oh, man, I don't know.
Is.
Well, we'll see,
Hey,
because
man,
it's a few days away.
Let's get back on this roster thing, man.
Yes.
I'm going to say a name that I haven't heard anybody in the Empire mention yet, that I've read in a couple of articles that we could be in play for. Everson Griffin.
Oh.
From the Vikings.
The 49ers were talking to him. I had forgot all about that just a few days ago.
Yeah.
I like
tell you
him.
what, man, if we mess around and we go after him, possibly go after Justin Houston too. I see us going after a couple of ends, man. I don't think it's going to be just one.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be aggressive on that front line.
You have to, because we're not getting to the quarterback. That's got to stop.
Got to stop.
Yeah.
And then as far as the linebackers go, man, if we get C.J. Mosley up in there, man, golly.
God.
Oh my God! I think it'll be the closest thing we had to Pat and Navarro, man. You know, because I think Fred Warner proved to us last year as a rookie
he can play.
He could be pretty versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just imagine how. Hopefully, this could be a breakout year 2 for him, because you know he wasn't even projected to be a starter in the beginning.
Right.
Before Ruben had. Yeah, man.
I know what you mean.
But as far as the safety position go, I think that we could definitely go after Earl Thomas. But do you see us possibly going after Landon Collins as well?
You know, Landon's not going to
strong safety.
Yeah, I was saying, because Landon can't help you in the center field, not for this defense. I can't see him going after Landon. If you're going to overpay, you need to get a guy that specifically can handle that position. You know, Tyrann Mathieu can handle it. Earl, of course, it's his. Earl's one who invented that. I mean, made that spot famous. Ha Clinton Dix is a good ball hawk. There's other guys that are better equipped for this particular defense. Abrams.
I'm just trying to imagine who could be the Cam Chancellor of this team, because I just don't see Tart being that guy at the strong safety. I think he could be a good number 2 at free safety, me, honestly.
You know,
covering
Kowalski can play the top. He can play center field.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
how do you feel about Marcel, though?
You know what? I was pretty enthused on what I saw for it to be a first year player. He
And
wasn't
didn't
even
get no
drafted either,
practice.
was he?
Huh?
I said he wasn't even a draft pick, was he? Did we get
No,
him
he was a
undrafted?
fourth. I think he was the fourth round pick. I think
Okay.
he came in hurt.
Yeah,
Remember?
I like what I saw. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I remember because we was pretty fragile at safety last year at all of the safety positions.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't practice
Yeah, I
much
like what I
last
saw
year.
out of him.
He came in with little practice. Now, get him in a whole offseason conditioning and being involved in OTAs and getting started. I got a feeling Tart may have a little problem beating him out. That dude's vicious. And it takes that kind of mindset to play that spot, and he's got it. I mean, when Richard Sherman had to come over there to pull people off of you, that means you must have did something. Marcel, he on the field, I'm going to knock him out. Bears didn't appreciate that attitude.
Hey, Ronbo,
Yo.
before we go, man, I'm going to make one more comment, and then I got to ask a special favor for you.
Right.
First thing is this. The last person that I want to say that we haven't talked about that I also saw us possibly going after is a guy that we went after before the trade deadline, and that was Bruce Irvin.
Oh. Yeah. I wonder, is his neck,
Remember, he
is
signed
Bruce the
with
one that got
Atlanta.
hurt?
Oh, well, Bruce Irvin was the one with the Raiders, and then the Raiders ended up trading him to Atlanta.
I'm thinking Cliff Averill. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about him. These are going to be those surprises. But, Rod, we're going to have to go ahead because it seems like I have a lot of phone callers here tonight. I'm trying to get them all in. But, Rod, you're right, man. I'll tell you what. We're going to find out
Can I ask
Sunday who
one
they're
more
talking
question?
to.
Just one.
Real quick.
One favor before I go.
All right.
Okay, let's say you Trent Barkley calling Arizona for that first pick. Do the Trent Barkley for me before I go, man.
Am I wanting that first pick for just to make sure that I get Bosa?
Yeah, or maybe you won't blame Gabbert. Blame Gabbert over there too.
I'd love to do that part. Steve? Yeah, it's Trent. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, of course. Listen, I see you've got a dilemma over there you're working on, and if anybody knows how to fix dilemmas, it's me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, if you don't want Josh Rosen, give him to me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you next year's first, second, and third round pick. Now, if that's not good enough for you, I figure you've lost your mind and you're not serious. Now, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Just sit there and think about it and give me a decision. Don't hurry. I'll be here until they found out I make this deal, and I'll be fired as well.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Man, I appreciate it, bro. But I know you got to go, man. Tell them who we are, man.
I love Trent. Let me give you a Rod. Let me give it out. Niners! Oh,
Shout out to the Empire. We'll catch you on the next one, Ronbo.
Looking for you, Sonny. Rod. There he is, the Rod. And there's Daniel saying, I know. He says, good night, fam. Love you all, red gold dreams. Good night, Daniel. Oh. And let's go ahead and bring Linwood in. Linwood normally has something sensible to say, and he doesn't think that I'm out of my mind and wanting to get rid of Jim Harbaugh years ago. He's one of the few people that I can sit down and talk to without getting pissed off. Hey, Linwood.
What's up, Ronbo?
Linwood, it's almost time, man. First, we're going to get rid of Malcolm Smith, and we're going to go ahead and give Raheem Mostert a better contract. I really, Bob, that's one thing I'm not happy with. Everything else, I can care less. They're trying to cut back. They've got something planned big, Linwood. I got a feeling they're putting everybody on notice with these little short contracts because they're saying if the Giants say yes to OBJ, guys, Everybody's out of here. All right? But in the meantime, we want you to stand by. Linwood, something's getting ready to happen, man. 49er fans are always griping about Lynch being inadequate and everything else. Watch this. I got a feeling this is it. Judgment Day will be here next week. Linwood, take it away.
Oh, well, thank you, Ronbo. And I appreciate all the enthusiasm because I'm enthusiastic as fuck right now. There's a lot of great callers calling in and a lot of great points and this and that. But, yes, it's going to be a great year for the 49ers. And regardless, here's the deal. Everybody talk about number one pick. It doesn't matter what the Arizona Cardinals do.
Kind of.
There's two great quarterbacks in that league right now. I don't know if they're great, but there's two that everybody wants. And then there's the edge rusher, Nick Bosa. Everybody wants. And we sit at number 2. Regarding on what Arizona does, we're actually the true team in the driver's seat.
Actually.
Because they got to do, we are, because they have to pick one and move on, whatever they're going to do. And there's so many. So it's very diverse. And for the 49ers, and it really starts with free agency. Jesus, my King, or Jesus Christ, as he calls his name now. We still know who you are, Popeye's chicken eater. We still know who you are, Popeye chicken eater.
No waffles.
But it really boils down to the one thing. I was like, all right, who do they do? What do they do? But we're going to be in a driver's seat regardless. I mean, Kyle Shanahan knows what he wants for his team. Then you got the general manager. He's a hard-nosed defensive guy. He understands we need a solid defense, and that's what's going to separate us this year from last year. Defense and defense and defense. So we know we need a DE. Everybody knows that. The question is, what do we do in free agency? Free agency is going to set us apart from what we do in the draft. Biggest needs, safety for free agency. We have to pay either Earl Thomas, the Honey Badger, or Ha Clinton Dix. And we have to get one of those elite guys to set us apart, put Jaquiski Tartt back in his natural position. Once he was in that position, Ronbo, he was ranked 3rd overall.
In the box?
The year that he played, yes.
Yeah.
He was ranked number 3.
Yeah, I remember
That's why they called him Pop-Tart. That's when hence the name Pop-Tart came about. Now you give him a true player on the other side, Earl Thomas, Honey Badger would be. I prefer Earl Thomas. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Or the Honey Badger. Jaquiski Tartt would be like a Pro Bowl player too, alongside the other player. I mean, it'll be the Legion of the 49ers, and it won't be the Legion of Boom anymore. We'll have to come up with a whole new nickname. Safety will be needs to be solidified in free agency. Linebacker. Barr is a 3-time Pro Bowler. He reminds me a lot of Josh Allen that's in the draft now. So if we address Barr, well, that solidifies that spot. Or Mosley. Mosley puts us back to the true grit and grind and a true leader on the defense. I prefer Mosley. And then we go in and get a defensive end in the draft.
Linwood,
how
many free agents are you thinking the 49ers going to? I figure at max the 49ers were going to get pick up 2. How many do you think they're going to pick up?
Well, here, I think they're going to pick up 4, but not big money ones.
Oh.
So, big money wise, safety. And I think they're going to go in and spend big money wise. I mean, look at it. They went for a lot of big money players last year. And they didn't get them because they didn't want to. The Raiders didn't want to trade with us, and a lot of players didn't want to trade with us. But they went after them all the same, and then they're going to do it again this year. I think we're actually going to get 3. We're going to go for a safety. We're going to go for a linebacker because we need a true linebacker. Malcom Smith, re-signing him for 1 year, blah, blah, blah. Unless they know something we don't, which they do normally do,
I'm
It's like, why
I
the hell would you
draft
re-sign
one.
him?
And Malcolm could say goodnight. I draft one. I've already got Elijah Lee. I'm gonna draft one. If you could pick up Mosley,
But why
I
re-sign him? Why re-sign him?
Lee can back
they have
him
a
up.
reason why they did it.
That's
But they
why they did
re-signed
it.
him because yeah, that's the thing. They
Until
re-signed him, broke his contract down for a reason.
Mhm.
So it's like trying to get in their minds. It's like, oh,
yeah.
trade bait maybe.
And
Oh,
not
we
only
still
that,
think he's worth
you
this
might
and
you might have to keep him too, Rod. I mean, I'm
because
sorry,
they can
Linwood.
always let him go.
Yeah, because you got to wait to
They
see
know
what
they
you're
can
gonna
let him
get.
go. It's like trade bait, and that's the key. So if they can't land the bar, I honestly think they're going to go really hard for Minnesota's bar
Yeah,
or I.E. Mosley. I really do.
yeah.
And they're going to go hard for one of these safeties.
You have to.
Offensively wise, I think they need to put all their chips on wide receiver, Terrell Williams, 6'4", 205,
Well, that's a
San
given.
Diego Chargers.
That's a given. They definitely
I
go
think
for
they need to
Terrell.
put all their chips on the board. And, I mean, the dude's a monster, and he's always been backup.
Yeah,
The guy would fit perfectly for
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan's scheme and this and
Yeah.
that. He's the guy we need.
yeah. And
DK Metcalf, everybody's DK Metcalf. DK. For
he's
all the
not.
49er,
Yeah, you're not going to get him anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everybody knows DK's going to be so
here's
gone.
the thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Even anyway, DK Metcalf, 49er Empire, just go up and look some film on that little 180-pound Greedy Williams. Shut DK out.
Really?
Shut him down.
I got to go look at that. I want to see it. We got to stop though, Linwood. I tell you what though.
Yep.
See Sunday. Remember, check
Sunday?
out Greedy
I'll be on
Williams
Sunday. That's
against
my birthday,
DK Metcalf.
Ronbo.
I got to see that.
I'll be calling in Sunday. That's my birthday, Ronbo.
Oh yeah, we got to celebrate that.
49er faithful. Everybody think about DK Metcalf. Go watch Greedy Williams. Shut his ass down. He had like 30 yards. He got so frustrated. He got so frustrated with Greedy Williams just batting balls away and pushing him around that he shoved him to the ground in the end zone. He had enough.
All right.
So
there you go. Fun
DK
viewing.
Metcalf cannot match up with elite
With
corners
elite
in this
tight ends.
league.
All right, quarters. All right, Linwood. I'll see you Sunday. Funny stuff.
Indeed.
Woo.
Yeah.
right, Phil.
It's legit, Rombo.
I believe you too. All right,
Hit
Linwood.
those likes.
Yeah,
Hit those
please.
likes.
Hit them likes. All right, Linwood. There he goes. Good night, Linwood.
Night, fam.
Great. Quest for 6. Shout out to Kev, Richie Rich, Sean the Jeweler, the Rev, James, Yoda, and his condolences to Tony and Kenny, who both lost their moms recently. Bless the entire empire, and thanks all you. That's really one thing. We're a lot of our fam is going through some really sad times. So Quest for 6, that's awesome, fam. And thanks for the contribution. But yeah. Hey, 209 Modesto, California. We're back in Modesto again. I like Modesto, actually. Yeah. Drive to there. Modesto, so Old Town Modesto is cool. Modesto.
Yo.
Who is this?
What up, fam?
Fam. And what is your name?
It's G Block.
Oh, it's G Block. Ain't heard from G Block in forever. G Block. What's up, fam?
What up, fam?
G Block, we're just sitting back here watching for the next generation of 49ers, What's going on?
I've been on here on the show for a long time.
Long time.
Caught a little DUI, went on a high-speed chase, and I went to prison for a couple of years, but I'm back out here, you know what I mean?
All right. Feel it.
But, look, as of right now, honestly, in the draft, I think, honestly, we should, I said we get Farrell and Metcalf. I just don't think Bosa's really the answer, bro. I think the best one, bro, is Cleveland Farrell, bro.
You think Clint Farrell's better? Yeah.
I think he's better than all of them.
He's got some skills for sure.
You know, I just feel he's the answer, bro. I just feel like
How
it's
come
him,
though?
bro. You feel me? Like I don't know, man. He reminds me of Alvin Smith, bro. He's just the same type of player, you know.
Hmm. All right. And it could
Strong
be.
body, physical. I mean, but as far as free agency, bro, like they need to do something, bro, because I don't know. They haven't done nothing in a long time. Like they need to go out all out, bro. Like it's like they just need to do something. Like you see the Patriots. They already got Michael Bennett. They make moves every damn year. Every year they acquire somebody that's elite in the game, and we just got to go out there, bro. And I said we got to get Earl Thomas right. We got to get a linebacker, and then we got to get a Cleveland Furrow.
Hmm.
No. We need a number one receiver regardless though. We need a number one receiver because obviously, bro, you need a number one receiver. I don't care what anybody says. You just need a number one receiver, somebody that you know how those teams come in and they say, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We just need him. Because if we got that number one receiver, come on, man, we got our tight end Kittle, right, and then
Hmm.
we got our number one receiver. They got to team up on. They got no answer for both of them. They obviously got an answer for one, but they can't take care of both. So I feel if we could get that and then add to our defense, it'll be good. If we can make our offense explode more explosive than it already is, and then get some good defense, it's over. You know.
Yeah. It'd be nice combination if
But
you could just get it done. Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, the offense is good, but if we could get the defense better and then have a better offense, bro, come on, bro, explosive offense like that, elite receiver, elite tight end, and then get a decent defense that could just
Hold. That's the bottom line. Get a
yeah,
defense
bro,
that does not give it up in the fourth
yeah.
quarter. Exactly.
But
Because
but
honestly,
you just
G Block, the 49ers, even if they don't pick up one receiver, if they come back healthy next year, they are going to score points. Now, it'd be nice to get another guy or two, but ain't nobody gonna stop Shanahan from scoring. He goes, the
yeah.
ball,
Well,
every guy on the field is an offensive weapon. Every guy on the field is a weapon. So you never know where Shanahan's going to hit you. The way his offense is set up, there is no, even Belichick has respect for Shanahan for that reason. Because he can't
yeah.
understand why he couldn't shut him down in that Super Bowl until the fourth quarter. So yeah, but get another receiver is cool. Just don't overpay, if you can avoid that. Because I just don't think it's necessary. Because that offense is going to score no matter what. But we'll see. G Block? Did we lose him? G Block, where you at,
Yeah,
man? Yeah.
yeah, my bad. You kind of cut off right now. But what were you saying though?
No, I was saying it's all about the defense mainly. Yeah, we all want the sexy offensive pick, but really, nobody's going to stop Shanahan from scoring. Not with Jimmy G. G's
Look,
going to
I'm gonna
have,
tell you right
like I
now.
say, every guy in that offensive unit is going to be a weapon. Now, what you need to do is you need to score, because I feel the 49ers next year, the system will be a little more in tight and they'll be able to run it a little better. I think the 49ers will be good for an average of 25 points a game. Now, if they can keep teams, some teams get beat worse than that, depends how bad their defense is. But if they can stop teams from playing Rams and like the Chiefs, they still the Chiefs have to score like 80, 100 points, and they let the team score 700 something. Come on. So that's what I'm saying, what I want to see done.
Yeah, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. He's an offensive genius, bro. Like I said, he gave Julio Jones his best season, bro. Second most all-time receiving single season, 1,800 plus. He 130 something catches. He's just a genius, bro. And like I see him state before in an interview that he said that if there's a Julio out there that you could go get, you just got to go get him. And
That's
I feel
true.
like that's one of the reasons that I feel like he's gonna go target a receiver that he just wants. He knows him, so that's why they're getting rid of Garcon. But anyways, he knows that. By
Yeah.
him saying that, it lets me know that okay, he's gonna go get somebody that he wants. He needs that explosive receiver that he can get. Because if you have him and Kittle, like I said, it's over. It's common sense.
You don't like Dante Pettis? Anyway, you
No, I
know
do
what?
like him.
We're
He's
gonna
good. He's good.
we'll see, and they might pick up Terrell Williams. So, but anyway, hey G Block, man, good to hear from you again. We got to go, fam. I'm gonna tell you what. But when you get a chance Sunday, man, come on back. All right.
Yeah, it's good. Nice to call in, bro. It's been a long time. You gotta
Yeah,
take care.
over a year or two, G Block.
Niner gang, man, one time.
All right,
Yes,
fam.
sir.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Yeah. All right, G Block. And hey, Cynthia says Raheem balls out, and well, that's the bottom line. Raheem, man, he's gonna get a better offer because he's a guy that can help you in both ways. If you need a running back, he can come in and do that. He's a very good special team. Raheem is actually ranked in NFL, I think, pretty high. So as far as special teams goes. Momo Morton says, question is, are we going to make some power moves in free agency? Momo, it's going to come down to your own judgment on it. If they make a move, it'll be, if you thought it was good, you give it a ranking. If you thought it was bad, you give it a ranking. I don't know about power moves because that's up for debate as to what is a power move versus what isn't a power move. If it doesn't do your team any good, it just costs you a lot of money. It's a wasted move, but it looks powerful because it's a superstar that everybody knows about. But superstars, their skills don't always translate to the next team. You see a lot of guys were just kicking ass where they were. I tell you something. If Antonio Brown goes to a team with the wrong quarterback, you're going to see what I mean about that. San Francisco says Texas Longhorn linebacker Gary Johnson ran the fastest 40 of the group. I thought Devin had the fastest in the combine when we drafted. Remember? Yeah. I thought Devin ran the 4.41. Okay, I got to look back at that again. I could be wrong. Antonio Kidd, what's up? And Niner Empire, the Niners will be fine. At 12 midnight, it will be my birthday. Antonio! Hey, all right, Antonio. Hold on, I'll be back. Slick, 68. I can't do Stone Cold, though. But Slick can't, so you got to call it to the Stone Cold. Slick's doing it if you're 49ers. Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. You're a 49ers fan. Hey, bam. Boy, hey, Austin's the only guy I ever seen that could open cans of beer like that. The hands must be like vices. At first I thought he's banging those cans together so hard, but he's not. He's bringing it up. He's flexing right at the top of it. The pressure he's squeezing, he turns on them cans, blows them cans up. Either that or they popped the lid just a little bit so he could get that off, but that's incredible strength. Cohen Curtis says, I'm not hopeful that the Niners will sign any significant players this offseason. It's been so long since they've been aggressive in free agency. I've become accustomed to lackluster players. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. But I reemphasize, the 49ers just don't go off on any. They went off for some guys, and they lost out. They went after Khalil. I do believe they went after Khalil because we needed an edge rusher more than anything in the world. We have plenty of money. I'm not going to say they didn't do it. I think they did. They went after Cooper. The problem with the 49ers is John Lynch apparently doesn't know the history with the Raiders and the 49ers. You're not going to get anything from the Raiders. They will not give us anything, and they never have. So that was the wrong place to go. Last year it was reported they went after Odell Beckham Jr. I believe that. There's no need in making that up. They don't always succeed, but I'm not going to go along with they never try. I just don't believe that. Because as I say, contrary to what people believe, the 49ers, Lynch and Shanahan don't appreciate being mediocre. You got one guy that's like one of the kings of X's and O's, and you got another guy that's a Super Bowl guy that's a Hall of Fame candidate. They don't like losing. Where are we at it? Okay, well, I think I just got that whole message. All right. Hey, Kenny.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
Kenny, man, I was just sitting back here. Everybody's waiting for Monday, man. Anticipations. A lot of people don't expect the 49ers to do anything. I'm not sure why. I did say that. I says, we drafted him. Remember me. Yeah, I said that.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, before we get going, man, I just want to say shout out to Lee, man. I seen your comment, man, and I appreciate that. And I want to give my condolences to the other dude who lost his mom, man. It's no joke, dude.
That is, it's a terrible
Tough
thing.
problem.
Yeah, but mom's never goes away because I lost mom a while back too, and I still hear her voice every day, still see her face.
Yep. Mine's still brand new. I'm still getting over, but man, can I get an installment, man?
It's time. And now, a Friday night. Let me holler at you. Go ahead, Kitty.
Man, John Lynch, man, come on, dude. You know what? You sign a kicker, really, man?
Only for Robbie.
He has the last name Brown. You signed the wrong Brown. That was the wrong Brown. But I'm tired of the man. He's playing around, dude, and like he's talking about how good Jimmy Ward is, how he wants to keep him on team. He keeps Marsh, he keeps Malcolm Smith, and those are guys that the fan base hate, man. We've seen them guys do nothing. Nothing.
Especially Malcolm.
Marsh was like the worst. You signed Marsh and Atauchu last year, and you didn't even keep Atauchu because he sucked so bad. You kept Marsh, and he sucked too. I mean, and now you want to re-sign the guy? Malcolm Smith didn't even play a whole lot, and when he did play, he sucked too. Why are you keeping all these guys that suck?
Well,
I mean, if you want to know why
in his
the fan base
defense,
is mad at you,
they're not necessarily going to keep Malcolm Smith. Kenny, I think a lot of these guys, remember Jeremy Curley? They re-signed him to a 2-year deal, and as soon as they found out Trent could play, they let him go. I think some of these guys are in-case signings. In case we can't replace you. Because if you get rid of everybody and you can't fill those voids, then you really got a problem. So
I sure hope that's the deal, man, because the number one, for me, this is my own opinion. I think our number one weakness is secondary, man. I think,
no doubt,
we need pass rush, but I think our secondary is weaker than our pass rush. Therefore, I think we need a safety first and foremost. And Earl Thomas would fit our scheme the best, and he's there. He's a free agent. Sign him, get him. You know what I mean? And then if you can't get him, Clinton Dix, man, he's a turnover machine. And we need a linebacker. C.J. Mosley's sitting right there. And the Baltimore Ravens didn't throw a franchise tag on him. So we have opportunities, man. And come Wednesday, this fan base is going to want to see some people come to this team that are not only going to provide some points, but are gonna play their asses off, man. C.J. Mosley, he's a good player, man. He's been in the league for 5 years. He's been in Pro Bowl 4 years, man. That says a lot right there. So
if they can get, I think a lot of times we think the 49ers are just sitting around and not doing a thing. I'm certain they're not. They don't like losing. So the thing is, you go out and you pursue these guys, and you're not always going to succeed. And when they fail, we all get mad. But I don't think they're not trying. I really can't imagine that. No, Mosley's going to be the guy probably. I suspect Earl Thomas is their number one target because that's going to make all the sense in the world, right? You get Earl Thomas and you get Sherman there together, you can just stop. You don't even have to look out there anymore. That's done. But the edge, I still think it's number one, Kenny, because if that edge is secured, your secondary could be full of a bunch of clowns, and they'll still be fine. Remember Harbaugh's, Fangio's frontline defense. Remember when quarterbacks were scared to snap the ball? The secondary had a bunch of guys that were average. They weren't super. They proved that after they left San Francisco. But we led the league in INTs. Why? Because of Smith brothers, McDonald, Ahmad, that frontline defense. As soon as that ball was snapped, the quarterback was in trouble. If the quarterback has to be rushed, if he's scared, he's going to get rid of that ball. That's when your secondary can eat. If the quarterback's got all day to throw, I tell you, man, you can have the best secondary in the world. If that quarterback's got all day to throw, NFL wide receivers are going to win that war. Oh, yeah. They're going to win it every time. It doesn't matter who you have back there.
Yeah, I agree, but you can't deny, man, a lot of the pass rushers got franchise tag, man. A lot of good ones.
All of them. All the good ones.
It took
all the good ones.
Almost all of them, yeah. Trey Flowers and who else? Trey Flowers is the only one I can think of right now that is available. All the other ones got franchise tag, but
Za'Darius coming out of Baltimore. You got two guys coming out of Baltimore that are good. C.J. Mosley and Za'Darius. His last name is Davis. Anyway, you got two guys that are worthy to go after in Baltimore. I'm sure the 49ers know about them. There's no doubt about it. You got coming out of Kansas City, you got Houston. And also the 49ers are trying to make it. See, 49ers are trying to make a deal for Everson, that guy out of Minnesota, Griffin.
Everson Griffin.
Yeah. See, they're making moves, but they don't always go through. So that's what I'm saying. It's not due to lack of effort as much as it is the deals fail. Because look at Buffalo. People in Buffalo probably said, man, Buffalo, man, we never tried to do anything. We tried to get Antonio Brown, but he wouldn't come. So it's a matter of luck, even on the deals. Yeah?
He wants to be in San Francisco.
I know, but
Kenny wants to be in San Francisco.
But Kenny, really think about this seriously. He says he wants a new contract. He wants guaranteed money. He is not going to be the kind of guy that's going to be happy with not a lot of touches. The 49ers are not a team that depends on a number one receiver like that. So wouldn't that be a problem?
I agree with that too, because I agree with James, man. James said it, man. You know what? When Jimmy G comes back fully healthy, Trent Taylor's going to look good. So that's another receiver. When Jimmy G was playing, Trent Taylor looked really good.
Right.
And
everybody did.
Everybody looked good. So, I agree with James on that big time.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Kyle's thinking he's going to come in, he's going to set a precedent. He's got an aura about him that the kids might pick up on. He's kind of I'm just thinking like they think, and I figured they're not going to do it just for that reason. But anyway, Kenny, fam, guess I'm going to see you Sunday, huh?
Yep. Hey, Ronbo Sports, A1 since day one, baby. Hit that like, subscribe.
Thanks, Kenny.
Do your best to support Ronbo.
Thanks,
He's
Kenny.
the best in the business, baby. Hit Squad, Nighthawk Fan Club. I see you, baby. Thanks, Lee.
That's awesome. I love to see you guys get along. All right, Kenny. Have a great night, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Hey. All right. And David Tarr. Thanks, Dave. David says the Rams benefiting from arguably the worst call in the NFL postseason history and the best thing that could have happened for the 49ers. They will implode worse than any of the teams the Pats beat. I bet you're right about that. I've already said it. Every team that loses in the Super Bowl, especially in nasty fashion, they never come back. Look at us. We haven't been right since the Super Bowl. Dang. So, it's a nasty process. I hope we're ready to come up now, man. I tell you. Oh, hey, Dave's a New England fan. Hey, Dave. Congratulations. We're coming to get you, though, Dave. Thanks for the contribution. Huh? Dave's on the phone?
Yeah. I'm right here, baby.
Hey, Dave. Come on in, man. I was confused with what's going on here. David's a Patriot fan. The model of, hey, Dave, listen, I got to ask you, though. You guys have dominated for over a decade. How much longer do you think this could go on? And is there a contingency plan in mind around the streets of New England when Tom Brady finally decides, 3 or 4 years from now, what's going to be done?
I think we got at least 2 more good years with Brady, probably more like 3. And my attitude is put all the chips on black with Brady. Don't worry about quarterback. Get everything else taken care of first. And just assume he's not going to get injured. And if he does, then whatever. I'm not worried about developing a quarterback for, this draft. Maybe next year. My understanding, I don't know a ton about college football, but my understanding is that this year, Kyle Murray is the only real big star at QB coming out of college. Next year is supposed to be loaded with good college QBs. I don't know. Do you know anything about that?
No, I do know that's said almost every year. But you know what's funny? They didn't say that about this year coming into this year. Normally they say that every other year,
right,
that it's stacked with quarterbacks and that type of thing. So I have to agree. If you heard it already, I believe it. So
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. You got a great show, and I thought I was
Thanks.
looking at that. I'm glad I was chipping in $1 to get your attention was a smart move after all.
Well, David, you know what? Since you're here, talk to us about Jimmy G. And
man.
Would it have been nice? Go ahead.
No, so Jimmy. So first of all, I was a huge Steve Young fan. The Niners were my team before the Pats got good, or as just a super young kid. So I was super pumped when Jimmy G got traded to the Niners of all places, because I was like, oh, finally another super athletic, like good-looking dude that I have like a legitimate connection to justify my rooting for, And yeah, I think, look, modern day medicine has made it so that recovering from an ACL is no more manageable than it ever has been. Is more manageable than it ever has been.
Right.
So I'm optimistic about him coming back. I think Shanahan learned a lot from that Super Bowl. Like you were talking about earlier, I think he's ready to be a good first-year head coach. So I'm really, big on you guys. I expect the Seahawks to win the division just based on the growth curve. I think they're a year ahead of you guys. And then I expect you guys to be a wild card team. But the Rams will implode. McVay was exposed. Wade Phillips is 71 years old. He's going to retire. I mean, Gurley's got arthritis. You guys are in great shape right now.
I'd forgotten about that too.
Yeah.
Gurley's arthritis. That doesn't get any better. That gets worse.
Yeah, it's like a back injury. It never goes away.
So he'll have his days where he's feeling okay, and he'll have those days where it feels like crap. And they're going to depend on it. So now they've got to go out and get a running back.
And I'm telling you, man, it's going to, and they don't have the organizational establishment in place to recover. They shouldn't have been in that Super Bowl. I got to tell you, there was a joke earlier somebody had about the Australian guy about 95%, 5% Rams fans. I got news for you. The NFL fan base is 0.1% Rams fans. Okay, I was watching at a bar in LA. I was talking. I'm from New England, so we like to talk smack quite a bit. Right. And I'm definitely big time on it. Just with the Super Bowl, I wanted this one so badly. And they were trying to go whose house, and no one was responding, and nobody was into it. There was one legit fan. I had me and 7 other big Pats fans. I brought my flag, and we were totally. I was talking shit the entire time. It was fantastic. But it was these chicks were throwing tater tots at us. That was the best.
No!
That was the best.
They resorted to the tater tots? Oh, that's just wrong.
I was disappointed. My brother was worried about me getting us into a fight, but I was like, dude, this is West LA. They don't fight out here, man.
That's ridiculous.
These guys are, come on, man. These are beach bros out here.
Oh God. No, they've got some. You can see clips of fights that go on in the stands. The scariest one is, I think it was a Green Bay Packers game and something, and Vikings. Anyway, this dude's got a chokehold on an older looking woman. He's got this one hand under her throat. He said, you got to know where to draw the line. You don't choke women out over arguing about a ball game.
Well, I have a theory about fanaticism, and it's at what you're doing now. It's passion, right? That's what your energy comes from. It's passion for your team, passion for the sport, and you don't want to get into the area of obsession, because then the fundamental value of being a fan is when your team wins, you get to feel like a winner. But if it becomes so important to you that it's an obsession, that drives you to do things like that idiot choking out some old lady where they're, in front of cameras, and everybody just destroys his reputation in less than 10 seconds,
So, and not only that, now you're going to be brought up on charges. It's going to cost you money. Because what if that lady presses charges? I mean, we have the film footage of you doing it. You can't say, it's my word against hers. No, it's the film footage
against you.
Every
woman that ever dates that guy is going to see that video at some point. His love life is over.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to know when to quit. Now, and the fights in the stands are always my favorite too. I mean, the worst place in the world to get is a fight in the stands. The way chairs and are lined up, if you take a fall, we're talking in traction, for weeks if you hit that seat just the wrong way. You know what I mean?
You know, it's
So you gotta
funny, man.
think.
It's so funny. You got an interesting look at things because when you're talking about it, all I'm thinking about is the Red Sox-Yankees fights that I saw when I was a kid.
Yes.
And my whole thing was if you get thrown out, like I think you're thrown out for life or at least like a few years.
Oh.
So that's my big consequence that I'm not worried about getting hurt. I'm worried about not being able to come back to a game.
No, really. Yeah, some stadiums, I mean, I know the NBA, they do. I mean, those guys, remember the Detroit game a few years back when fans rushed the floor? And
that's
fight.
right.
Those
I
guys,
remember.
they write right in there, banned for life. Oh, my. See?
Yep.
Over
Not
one
worth it.
stupid moment. You don't need. What do you rush down on the floor? What are you going to do against a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", works out on a daily basis, is already a freak athlete? What are you running on the floor for anyway? So
Because they're
now you get
so
knocked
hyped
out.
up with emotion, man. It's so important to them. They just lose control. And as I'm telling you, passion versus obsession, man. Don't get obsessed. Be passionate, but don't get obsessed.
Dave, we got to go. I tell you what, fam. I said fam. I'll call you family. Okay? Sound like nice fans. There's been some nice fans that called in from other teams. Last week, I think we had a Detroit fan. Yeah. So, Dave, call back anytime, man. We'll talk to you. All right?
Absolutely.
All right, Dave. Have a great night.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Yeah, see, you know what? Here's the funny thing about it. I guess only Rudy. I mean, maybe we made judgments too harshly too soon. I think we've never had a Raider fan that called in that didn't make everybody mad, but Rudy tries. Actually, I give him credit. Rudy's tried to stop aggravating, but he gets in the chat room and he ruins anything he could possibly do to be right. Hey, Endo.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Endo, it's going all right, man, because we're on the eve of something. I mean, a lot of fans think, a lot of 49 people think we're not going to do anything next week. Oh, I got a surprise for them. But Endo, what are you thinking?
I think our first priority, it has to be Earl Thomas. We got to get him.
The Cowboys have bailed out. The 49ers, all they got to do is go in there and do the right thing.
I think we should get Earl Thomas, and then we should get Anthony Barr for linebacker.
Well, it's a possibility. The Vikings, I don't know that. I don't see Barr. Look at the free agents list. I think the Vikings are going to try to. It seems like Zimmer wants to hold on to him. There's guys that aren't on the free agents list. I don't understand why not. That everybody thinks are available. They're not. We'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing with Barr.
If he's available, we got to at least try to get him.
I'm pretty sure they will.
I also want a cornerback too. Not that many people
who do you
talk
got in mind
about
for
him,
that?
but Kareem Jackson.
Kareem Jackson? How tall is he?
He's not. He's okay. He's okay, but I think he can at least give a little competition to Kello, and then he could play free safety too. If you get Earl back there, I think he'll be pretty solid.
Yeah, because how tall is he though? If the 49ers going to go for anybody, he's got to fit a certain profile. He's got to be at least 6'1" and up.
6'1".
Yeah.
I think we gotta get Bosa though, man. The more I look at it, Bosa's probably the best. Bosa at 2, and I think a second-round pick, we got to go linebacker. Got to address the linebacker. I think Devin Bush, if he's there at 2, we got to take him.
Might, actually. I was thinking I
wide
don't know
receiver,
how bad the 49ers want a wide receiver.
Need. It's not our biggest need right now. I don't think it's at number 2. It doesn't really make sense to me.
You're right.
You could get one in the 3rd.
Well, not only that.
Trade up too if you really.
Yeah. You know what?
We got to go linebacker number 2, man.
It could be linebacker at number 2. You're right.
I like Devin Bush at number 2. If he's at the second round, if he's there. Or T.J. Edwards, he might fall to the 3rd, but he's looking good too.
Yeah.
I think we got to go linebacker second round.
Because
they're both set in the first.
Yeah, we got a gaping
deep
hole.
Deep up our defense, man.
Yeah. With Ruben taking off, actually linebackers almost right next to defensive end. When you think about it.
Exactly. We need to get Fred Warner some help out there, man. So that has to be our second.
And then you have Elijah Lee as your backup.
Yeah. And then
I think you're
then
right.
if you land Barr and draft a linebacker, I think you could let go of Malcolm Smith.
Man, would that be
him
nice?
walk.
So, and you could like go. No matter if you get, man, Malcolm probably stays around for
Man,
that.
I'm willing
Malcolm
to
Smith,
trade
his
him.
contract's gonna
Trade
be
him.
so
Even
small.
throwing a pick.
Who? What?
Just throwing a pick. Just get him off the team, man. I'll give him a 7th round pick in Malcolm Smith.
I know, but if you can't get Mosley would be like the cream of the crop.
Honestly, Mosley, he's gonna get the bag this offseason, and I don't think we should go after him because his asking price, I think, is
Yeah, and his price is going to get driven up too, because every team's going to ask for. Mosley, we talk about. Last team offered me 18. So if you can't beat that, I'll just go back and talk
he's a
to
good
them.
player, but I think he doesn't get overpaid.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's
you
a
always
good
have
player,
to
though, but I
overpay
think
for.
we can draft. Just like the Colts, man. They drafted that one linebacker in the 3rd round.
All-pro!
All-pro already.
Oh.
All-pro first year. So that's what we got to do. We got to draft a linebacker. We got to build to the draft.
If you can, if you can, it's the luckiest thing in the world. That's exactly what you want to do. And wait for 5 years or 4, pick up his option, 5th-year option, especially first-round pick, and then you got to worry about paying him. But now you got to overpay. No matter what a free agent you get, you got to overpay.
Yeah.
Sometimes upwards of $3 and $4 million.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. That's the Rams' way. Their window's closing, man. So
and guys are leaving.
This year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all on 1-year deals. They got no draft picks, so it's looking bad over there.
Oh, that is bad. But they came up with the money to pay Weedle. I don't understand where that money came from. That's
poor money management right there. They find their players.
Rams, man, they be just doing stuff. They don't even pay. They're not even worried about the future. Just do it, and then we'll worry about later. We'll worry about what to do next. That's scary management.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they give away most of the draft picks too. So I don't know what they're doing. If they don't win the Super Bowl in the next year or two, then it's like a waste. Then you have to rebuild again. So.
And talk about fans booking on you because they can see you're not organized. You're just doing things off the cuff constantly. So you lose Ndamukong and Suh, who probably played a pretty big role in making sure that Aaron Donald could get free all the time. Yeah. Talib is getting up there. I don't see him. Who?
Their safety.
Yeah.
Joyner.
Yeah.
They're losing him too.
And but they signed Weedle. Why did you sign Weedle? What are you doing?
I don't know, man. Can't be my team, so I'm just waiting till Monday to see what we got. John Lynch, let's see if he makes any moves.
Oh, they will. They got $67 million. You know what? You almost have to.
Bosa at 1.
Yeah.
If the Cardinals take Nick Bosa at 1, I think we got to trade back with the Giants and get OBJ. We got to do that then.
See, I think they really. That's going to be their biggest. That's going to be if the 49ers are doing anything huge. That would be the biggest thing. That would cost them draft picks. And OBJ is not cheap. So that would be their biggest move of the season.
You know what other safety I like too? If you can't land Earl Thomas, I like the Deshaun Gibson. He just got released from the Jags. He's only like 27. He's a good ball hawk too. I like that guy.
Why are the Jags? A lot of teams. You look at the Ravens and you're talking about the Jaguars. This is what I worry about. That year that we get like that, once we get good, now everybody wants to get paid. So you got to pay this guy, you got to pay this guy, and pretty soon you got cap casualties. I hate cap casualties. Yeah. Some of my stars are leaving me because I can't afford to pay them.
That's why I don't want to do that. We got to build to the draft, so we got to hit this year. This year's draft class is crucial. We got to hit it.
Yeah.
I think we have to go linebacker 2nd round. Get the end in the 1st, and then we can go like wide receiver after that if we do need him.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully they can get Tyrell Williams, and I think that'll stop the wide receiver thing. Endo, let me see you Sunday, huh?
All right, man.
All right,
see
man.
Ya, bro.
Appreciate you. Hey, have a good night. Yeah, I hate cap casualties. When I hear about these teams, you hear about all these guys leaving. Why? What's his problem? No, it's not his problem. They don't have any money. Oh, can you see us 3-4 years from now, whatever? Yeah, DeForest Buckner's being cut loose. What? Wow, whoa, why? There's no money. 49ers made the playoffs 2 years in a row. Players are asking for more. One Super Bowl win. Then you'd probably say, who cares? It's just a worrisome thing. You got to manage the money. You cannot blow your whole wad in one offseason. Kenny! Hey, he says there, this is to match leave New Zealand. Even though we go about our differences in opinion, the Empire keeps us tied together. Shout out to Razor, Bashar Sheik, was it Swa? Royce, we know who BS is. Mahoney and Nighthawk. Oh, Kenny, man, you got a great heart, fam. I love you, man. Thanks for your contribution, but I'm really loving your attitude, man. We should get along. We really should. Ernesto Vasquez. What's up, fam? And sup, my guy. Says for the Empire one time for me. Sup, Adams. Was it the George Kittle? Man, every time George gets a touchdown, man, I can't wait till he does that. And you know where he gets that from. I was trying to figure out where he gets. You know who shoot that? Yeah, prime time. It's his favorite thing. High stepping with the head, supporting the head. God like Jordan. What's up, fam? Empire Strikes Back. What's up? Panama Queen. Empire. Avatar Singh. Legal tampering period starts Monday and can sign on Wednesday. I know legal. That's what it is, too. Legal tampering. Actually, Avatar legal tampering period started during the combine, actually. This guy's been talking like crazy during the combine. Warner Delu says, what's up, fam? I believe they reconstructed his contract to save more money on cap to make room for some big moves. Believe me, I'm a huge fan. Thanks, fam. Yeah, Warner, I know. That's why they put everybody on 1 year notice, 1 year deals. I mean, they got to wait to see what they got to do. That's what I'm saying. To believe the 49ers do not want to get better is an error. That is not true. I know Big Heck. We got a black kicker. He's already a GOAT. Because he's one of the only of all time, right? San Francisco says David Irving, them. Getting high watching Cocaine Cowboys and saw high. Them boys got full of the cane and tried to gas. Dave, boy. Man, I quit, man. You know, there's a lot of... Dave was going on and on. I wonder if the NFL's going to say, David, next time you get it on social media and start making videos like that, just look for your whole contract to be... And that means we don't owe you a thing because of defamation of character. We will take you to court. I can just see it now. You come up with things to get these guys to stop it. Michael Hurst says Smith was willing to reconstruct his contract because he knows he's not getting another job, so he'd rather get paid than not have a job. So accurate, Michael. Malcom knows he's done. Coming out 2 years and ain't played but 15 minutes of football. $26 million contract. What? And Gregory Small says San Francisco is $69 million under the cap. Malcom counts like only $4 million, not a big deal. Yeah, but Malcom I like to see a nice even 70. So you cut Malcom up, get on back on it. Oh, it's JJ! JJ!
Hello?
Ronbo, what's
yes,
going on, man?
JJ, get good at that. You always fool me with that.
When my boss calls me, I always fool him with that too. So.
That's got to work every time. That's totally, there's no inflection in there to make it sound like you. Normally when somebody does a voice, you can always tell there's something about the voice that reminds you of somebody else, and it's usually that person, right? Even if they got it disguised perfectly. But that, I cannot tell. That's awesome. And who else does great imitations? Slick. Man, Slick is damn good too. Man.
Yeah. I can also get Barack Obama up in this bitch. Not all day long. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm playing. Don't be worried. Yeah, I told you. I'm the Linebacker clown, man.
You remind what? What's the Key and Peele when he comes in and Brock's the guy who shows anger for Brock because Obama never got pissed, right? Yeah.
the Rock Obama or the Rock. But man, Ronbo, you have to please. I know you guys messed it up, but please, you got to get a show on that GM show.
Listen, I wanted to. We're trying. We're not going to give up on him. Show. You know what? He's not going to make it in time. He's not going to make it in time for free agency. But we can still get the draft. We got weeks to go. And Show is going to find a way, get his phone fixed, and let's go.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, Ronbo, is please, I really hope you do the draft. I really do. If
I'm definitely going to. I usually wait toward the end of the draft.
So hard. If we get both up, then I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
And also, the first thing I'm going to do while we're watching the draft, if the Arizona Cardinals select with the first overall pick, Kyler Murray, and I can see Shit. Oh my God! I knew it. What happened to the smoke screen? What happened to the trying to fake everybody out for draft picks? BS! Where you at, man? Yeah, can you see?
Ronbo, they're not gonna pick him up, Ronbo. Come on. I wish you guys would get off.
What? Who? Who is that? Is that? Oh, you mean Show?
Yeah. You guys gotta get off the Ronbo.
we don't stop. We don't stop on here. We go over to Twitter and we continue. And Show's always. It could be any hour. I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. There's Show on Twitter, and he's throwing some barbs or digs at me. Right, Ronbo, you're delusional. And he'll put up other posts or links showing me who said what. I said, Show, man, I don't understand why you bite on all these things.
I love your show, man. You're the ball, man. You're like my favorite caller when he calls in. Seriously, I love when you guys go. And I noticed, Ronbo, you give that man 15 minutes. I went back to all your shows just to laugh. And I'm looking at all of them where Ronbo's where you
arguing. I know. Also, Trez and Trey, we go on and on with them a little bit too. We try not to get out of hand with that because it's unfair. JJ, you're so right. But certain people get on you. You just got to fight with them a minute.
No, it's entertaining. Seriously, Ronbo, we love your show, man. Every time we get that little notification, we're like, oh shit! I don't know if you noticed, I always call in, but I end up hanging up because I realize I don't really have anything to say. So I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say. I'll hang up.
That's okay, JJ. Fun to talk to, man. Oh God. Oh, wait. You really worked on that. That's awesome. Hey, but Jersey, next week is going to be the one, though, man. I mean, between Monday, I think we're probably going to be on just about every day we can next week. Because between Monday and Wednesday, we got nonstop activity with the 49ers picking people up. You know, it's going to be like last year, Jersey. People are going to be pissed off. Remember the Rams were pissing everybody off in the 49er empire? Every time you looked up, and the Rams have signed blah, 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 and the Rams have signed, and the Rams. And I was like, and that's what everybody said, well, what's John Lynch doing? Well, the Rams lost 13-3. But people say, at least they made it to the Super Bowl. We don't want to just make it to the Super Bowl. We want to go in there with howitzers. We want to beat ass. Getting in there, and they shouldn't have been in there in the first place. They should have been taken out. The refs took them in. Getting in there and staggering in there and winning is two different things. It's like Jed York says, we don't hang championship divisional banners. We win championships.
Dominate. I heard that. But man, I was kind of upset with what I seen with this Malcom Smith, with a kicker. I'm trying to stay optimistic. It's like, come on, John. I mean,
those are just preliminaries. Cheap preliminary pickups. Dealing with Malcom Smith and getting that kicker. I understand he's supposed to just keep. Robbie's going to stay home most of the off season, and he's going to come in. Robbie doesn't have to win a job or prove anything to anybody. So you let this kid come in and work out with us for a while. Take a look at him, and it's one of those kind of pickups. I don't think it's anything serious. He's probably not going to make. He's not going to make the roster. And those 3 guys they signed, it's just nothing serious. Next week.
Robbie made me mad. Robbie pissed me off with his whole Chicago. Oh man, that's the same thing that got me mad at Kaepernick. He just wanted out so bad. Oh, just go.
But then they don't. They don't really want to go. Jersey, we got to go. We're going to see you Sunday, and what we're going to do is everybody should be thoroughly pissed because I figure they're going to make another signing between now and then. It's not mediocre signing, but it's going to piss people off. All right.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
All right, JJ. You too.
Night, man.
All right, and I see Cynthia says we're getting OBJ. Boy, now talk about making the Empire stop with we don't spend any money. That would be a lot of money. A whole lot of money. Miguel Cueva says at work watching the show Pumping Gas at the BP on Broadway, Patterson, New Jersey. What's up, Miguel? And Jim Thurlkill says, Kyle said he's going after difference makers this year. If the difference maker is Malcolm Smith, he better have security. Come on, Jim. You guys are not giving these guys any credit. Now you're just mean-mouthing them. The Stone Cold 49er. I'm okay with Malcolm moves since he's restructured. He's being restructured. Malcolm is a placeholder in case things don't work out. Guarantee if they pick up somebody, C.J. Mosley or anybody else comes in, Malcolm, listen, man, you wish you the best of luck. What's up, Coach? Well, you're done. Okay. And you'll be okay. Victor Rojas. Cardinals release Marcus Golden. They might get Bosa. Yeah. You know who should get Marcus Golden? He's just coming off an injury. He may not be thoroughly healed up, but we need to pick up Marcus Golden, man. Marcus Goldman's a badass. I don't know. There could be something to that. But then again, their off defensive system, they may think Josh Allen's the best guy for their system. San Francisco said, did y'all catch the interview with Kyle Shanahan and Chris Sims? Good podcast. Coach is being himself with his old concert. Yeah, I did. I caught part of it. I didn't catch all of it, but I do know. In Kyle's, he said he wants to make a difference in his pickups this year. He wants to pick up some real difference makers. And they're not fooling around. They're serious. Now, Vegas says Earl Thomas has to be the number 1 target in the free agency. Weedle to the Rams is a downgrade. Why? No, I mean, because Weedle is. I just, you know what? You're right. Do not pay attention to the Rams. The Rams already proved what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They just be doing stuff. Mark Espinoza. He says we should have signed another kicker with the last name Red instead of Brown. Red and gold. Mark, man. Yes. Oh, that's good. I like that. Mark Espinoza funny. Oh, God. Jorge. That's what Jorge's got going on today. Jorge.
What's good? What's good?
All right, man. What's up, fam?
What's up, fam, bam?
Hey, where's your little sidekick?
She right here. She was waiting to slide in with me real quick. Hey, come say what up, Cole.
What up, Ronbo?
What's up, little lady? What you doing?
Dude.
Look at it. She's already cool, Jorge. She reminds me of you so much.
Bam!
Hey, Jorge, you got any rhymes today, or what's up?
Oh man, we just got basic stuff right now, man. I didn't put some in too already.
Wait. What are you guys doing?
We the 4-9 set. Yeah, bet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen nothing yet. You know what I mean?
Keep it up
I just wanted to, I had to come slide through. I do this zoom with you, man. I see everybody up on there. Mad love to all the fam. I see y'all holding it down, man. And you got good rapport with everybody too, man.
Oh man,
talking to everybody, Yeah, we had karate chop them haters sometimes though, you know what I mean? Because they in there trying to get up on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna get worse, Jorge.
Where's MC and the ZZ? Hey, I seen the kitty up in earlier today, right?
Yeah, MC made an appearance. You know, he'll make more and more appearances between now and draft night, just so he can diss me. If I pick out the wrong players, that's MC. He's always taking advantage of me because he knows I ain't gonna get mad at him. One of these I'm gonna get mad at him. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Show me the swag. What?
Oh God, my water.
Yeah.
I know y'all be having a good time.
So we have a good time.
But
Show me what we gonna do when we get a touchdown. What?
She's not doing the flossing.
No, do that one, that slap one. Well, we gonna get this touchdown. Yeah.
Wait. That's Defoe. She's got it down.
Yeah, do it again.
Hey, you guys got to do the video, man. Do all the 49ers celebrations. Hey, how about George Kittle?
Oh, George Kittle. Oh, here she goes now to do this.
Oh, that's Antonio Brown. That's my fave anyway.
Antonio, we might be doing it over here. We don't know yet.
Wait, it's Kendrick Bourne. Wait, I'm sorry.
Backing off from him a little bit, but
that was Kendrick Bourne.
No, Shani.
Yeah. I just realized that was Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick's got about 4 or 5 different games. I mean, Kendrick be celebrating. See, that's why we keep saying, you know, Kendrick Bourne may not be 6'4".
We were the ones that told you, too. Even Dante Pettis took a picture with her. He was right there, real cool.
Yeah.
Chilled with her and signed what is it, her paper or ball.
Right.
And real chill. Some of them, you know, some players are that sign and slide off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They hung out.
I was like, hey, can you take a picture with little mama? And she's like, hey, you know what? He hugged her, took a picture, signed her autograph, and she was feeling it, man. She's gonna
Football
make a
players all day. As soon as they see you and Chloe hanging out, especially she got on the red and gold, they gonna stop. Guarantee you. Well, you already know. You seen it.
She got on the red and gold looking cold. You know what I'm saying?
if you guys ever run into Kendrick Bourne in a game, let her do the Kendrick. Boy, I tell you, Kendrick will lose it because you know how he is. Kendrick is like the dude loves playing so much he can't stop laughing. It makes some people mad because they think he ain't serious. But that's just that's the way he plays.
It's his MO, right?
I feel him on that. That's why he's one of my favorites. Hey, man, Kittle. We got a lot of characters on this team, Jorge. When you look at George Kittle, I mean, here's a dude that's doing his press conference, right? Kittle's like, WWE match, man. It's coming on just for minutes, man. So you guys are killing me here.
Yeah.
George, can we ask you a couple more questions?
George Kittle, the threat in the middle.
There it is. It's always Kittle up the middle. Touchdown, Niners!
Oh man, I love that beat when you play out too. And then you rock out with the music. I'm like, oh, that's so dope.
I tell you, man, I love putting that production folks, man. They be doing a number. Hey, we gonna slide. Hey,
hold it down, man. They got
thanks. I'm gonna tell them they're listening.
I'm telling you.
All right, man. Hey, let me see you and Chloe. Y'all come back Sunday. Let's talk some more, huh?
We do. You know what I mean?
Be looking for you too.
Yeah, do the. We'll do
one more. We'll do one more.
On the way out. Like he does.
Yes.
We out.
All right, fam. Good night, Chloe. Morning. See y'all later.
Bye.
That's too cool. Oh, and Greg Ruelas, he says, "What's up from Lancaster, California?" And as Michael Hanks says, imagine AB to us after all this thing, LOL, when all that was smokescreen just so he can lower his stock, 3rd round pick for AB. See, that was said earlier. Remember when Pittsburgh kept trying to get AB to chill out because he was lowering his value? This could be all a rehearsed skit. If it is, pure genius. But I just hope AB realizes he ain't gonna get fed the ball all day long, but he will be the focal point of the offense, kinda, you know. Kodak Snipergang says, how are the Rams still going for people if they are broke? They act like the defense is gonna give them more than 3 points. Biggest mystery to me of the day. When I heard they signed Weedle, I'm looking at the notifications. I said, what? You can't sign your pro safety or your Pro Bowl safety, but you can sign Weedle? Weedle is too, but he's 34. Why don't you know what I signed? I don't get it. Travis Merlot says, he has a question. Probably just one big name like Earl or Matthew, and maybe some second and third tier guys for depth and build up and the draft. You think so? Yeah, ideally that's what the 49ers want to do. They don't want to break the bank on free agents to come in and don't deliver. We see that every year. Every year you see somebody just paid through the nose, and a dude comes in, he's so-so. He looked good from where he came from, but when he gets into your unit, has to learn new playbooks, got to change some of his habits, he sucks. And you're paying him top dollar. The Raiders had my favorite guy. Remember that cornerback that got smoked that we almost got? But he wouldn't accept the money we was trying to offer him? Beat his butt every Sunday. It's a scare. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No, it ain't. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Big show. Come on in here, man. I've been waiting on you.
First of all, I would like to sincerely apologize for canceling on you tonight. I barely just got a brand new screen popped onto my iPhone.
Oh.
I think once you drop an iPhone on asphalt, it's pretty much a death sentence for them.
That's true. Or water.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, first of all, shout out to Jersey Joe, and I'm sorry I didn't get to get on tonight. And as far as
here it comes.
You were wondering why. I really hope why we restructured Malcom Smith's contract is to get rid of him, and I think we should make room for. I think that would make room for C.J. Mosley. He would be more productive than Malcom Smith ever was. And,
God, yes. I mean, way more.
I think they made his contract a team-friendly trade deal. To be honest with you, like somebody else brought up tonight.
That makes sense.
James brought it up tonight.
You can get something.
You know
for
what I mean?
him,
So yeah, exactly. And it's less money because we pay him like at least $45 million or something like that.
26, but it's a 5-year deal.
No, 26 million.
4 year, 5 year. Yeah. It's more than he's worth. Way more.
Yeah. And I keep hearing people bring up Earl Thomas's name, and we need to get off of that train because I'm not trying to look like the AARP version of the Legion of Boom. I don't want to have to put safety rails on the sides of each box, so we hope nobody falls or gets hurt. And people need to get off of that train. I want to stay young on defense. I don't want to bring in too many old guys. Richard Sherman's already up there in age, and we don't need to bring in Earl Thomas. He's going to be 31. I'd rather stay young and go after somebody like Tyrann Mathieu, who wants to be a 49er, and Clinton Dix, who also wants to be a 49er. I want players who want to be on our team and play for us.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get production out of players as far as free agents goes. You know what I mean? Players who want to play for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Those are people we need to look after. We need to look after acquiring and bringing to our team. Not only that, they would be easier to leverage and negotiate the contracts with to make them team-friendly deals, and we wouldn't have to overpay for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the route
you have to overpay a little bit because they're going to be in demand if they're any good, especially if they're younger players, right? You figure Mosley's going to cost a lot, but as long as you're not doing 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 of those guys, it should be manageable. You don't have to wipe out your cap. Yeah.
And I'm a little skeptical on Trey Flowers as far as bringing him in because I think he would be
good run stopper.
He's a great player. He's a good run stopper, yes, but he would be redundant because we already brought in Cassius Marsh from New England, and I think that would be pretty much Cassius Marsh 2.0. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah. He seems a little more talented than Cassius. Flowers.
Yeah, he's more talented.
Yeah. Also, maybe next to Butler. Who plays inside for the Patriots? Inside of Trey? He's not famous, is
inside
he?
of Trey Flowers.
See, yeah.
No, nobody is on that line. Besides Hightower, but he's on the outside.
He's a
So,
linebacker.
and he
So,
helps
yeah,
out. He helps out Trey Flowers a lot. So
because of the violence he causes, and he does
yeah,
seek and destroy very well. But I wonder what some of
yeah.
these guys, if Trey Flowers looks like that, and he's not bad, but what would he look like with Buckner and the violence he creates in the interior? Would that raise his game? I mean, if he can get, what did he get, like 7, 8 sacks last year in that defense?
You're talking about Trey Flowers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what his production would be under Robert Saleh, because that's one thing that scares me also is his coaching style.
Well,
Yeah,
remember, Saleh's
I want to keep him.
not going to be in charge of the line. Saleh's going to oversee the operation now. He's
No.
got Chris Kasurik in there, and that's not necessarily under Robert Saleh's direction. Robert Saleh oversees the whole program, right? But if I got Kasurik and I've got the other guy from the famous family of lineman coaches, man, things are going to change on a defensive line no matter what. But if you got a talent that can actually, if he looks, I got to find out who plays interior for the Patriots. If you put Trey Flowers on the side, although he's not coming because he's going to go, but he wants to be with his old coach over in Florida, from what I understand. But I wonder what he'd look like next to DeForest Buckner and the line is using a different strategy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Inosh is going to be a 49er. No matter how much nobody likes it, I think. I mean, we bought on a former coach of his, and also it's pretty much, I think, the only option we have as far as DEs go in free agency. As far as signing one goes, he's the only one that's available. And
who are you talking about, though?
Ziggy Inosh.
Who?
I think he's going to be Ziggy Inosh.
Oh, Ansah. Ziggy Ansah. Yeah.
Oh, Ansah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ansah.
I'm sorry, Ansah. Yeah.
I know. That really worries me to death. Nobody's talking about Ziggy because Ziggy, he better come in knowing he's not going to get paid what he thinks he should get paid.
I know he's injury prone as well, but that's pretty much our only option left. You know what I mean? There's no other options as far as
there's Robert Quinn might be available.
Yeah,
although I don't see him on the list anywhere.
Dante Fowler also might become available as well.
Yeah. Dante Fowler should be way better than he is, though. This is a 3rd overall pick, and he's just playing like a guy that should have been picked early in the 2nd round.
Yeah, he's on the wrong team. I think I look out for him too. So, but yeah, and as far as the draft goes, Ronbo, I watched the NFL Network earlier this morning, and I don't really agree with everything that Willie McGinnis has to say, but you probably already know where this is going to be heading. But
Willie McGinnis?
Not a fan of Nick.
What did Willie say?
He is not a fan of Nick Bosa either, and he is not buying into the hype about him either.
Your phone is. I'm only getting bits and pieces of sentences. Try one more time. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? Yeah,
much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So as far as Nick Bosa goes, he said that he was manufactured in the draft, and then in the combine, and he's not buying the brand name of the Bosa family because their pedigree is not the greatest. I mean, everyone's so fixated on his name, they don't look into the details. They don't look at his performance in college, and they don't look at. They just, he has a good bend, he has a good twitch and everything like that, but there are way better. This is a draft that's rich in edge rushers, Ronbo. You need to look elsewhere. Think outside of the box. Think away from Nick Bosa. Look at Montez Sweat. He ran a 4.41. I know that's not something you need to look at, but he also is quick off the edge. Same with Ja'Kai Polite. Yeah, he didn't do well in his interview with us, but I still think he's on our radar. He is also quick off the edge, and those are guys we can get in the later round. In fact, there's Brian Burns out of Florida State.
So who do you want with the first pick?
I want to trade back. I really do. We need to fill our guard position most importantly.
And what's your target? What is your target if they trade back?
The first pick is Devin White.
So you want a linebacker? Well, okay. No,
yeah.
If we don't
get CJ Mosley, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
We need to collect more picks. We need more bodies, Ronbo. We cannot afford any more injuries. It kills us. That is why I am not a fan of Nick Bosa, is because of the injury. I don't want any more injury-prone players. I'm sorry, but I don't. That's what kills our season.
There's no
every
such thing
single
as a
year.
player that can escape injury. It's a game that
I know
sometimes
that.
guys are going to go down. There's nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't want any of that. I'm sorry, but
Well, nobody does. But I mean, there's no way. Look at Eric Armstead. Here's a guy that used to get hurt every season up until last year. It's just the roll of the dice. I mean, you can't pick up a guy because you think he's going to be durable, and then pass up the guy that's a better player because you think he's going to get hurt. Nobody picks like that, Joe.
See, we picked up Fred Warner, and he lasted all 16 games, and that's what I'm talking about. We need to look outside of the box.
We got lucky.
You know?
You get in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
If your guy can go from beginning of the season to the end without getting hurt, it was pure luck, and you should be grateful.
Yep.
But it could happen any play, any given moment. You know, that's just the way it is.
Yep.
But you need to have depth. I understand that.
Yep.
But I'm not going to pass up a good player just because I'm worried about him getting hurt, though. Otherwise, you're going to end up losing out. And that guy comes in, and he has a great season. He doesn't get hurt. Now you look foolish. Why? Because you said, I'm afraid he's going to get hurt. Hell, it's football. Anybody can get hurt anytime. Kyle Shanahan can get hurt standing on that sideline.
Yeah,
it's that bad.
But I'm not buying the Bosa hype. There's way better edge rushers than Nick Bosa that everyone.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I don't know if there's way better pass rushers than Nick Bosa. There may be. Okay, put it this way: there may be some equal to Nick Bosa, but make no mistake, Nick Bosa is nobody's secondary. I mean, he's nobody's second. None. So yeah, you may bring in guys that run 40s faster and they do this faster and this faster, but when it comes to getting that quarterback and getting past the offensive lineman, Nick Bosa is an absolute standard. That's all. That's the bottom line.
Josh Allen. So is Josh Allen.
He may be able to keep up, but he ain't going to outdo Nick. When it comes to, let's say Quentin Nelson's standing there. Okay, they take turns.
There's nobody getting past. Let me
just finish what I was going to say, though. Quentin Nelson's standing there, and Josh Allen charges him first. Second's going to be Bosa. Which one do you think is going to get past him, if anybody?
I don't think either of them is going to get past him.
Who has the best chance?
He didn't get. Jadeveon Clowney didn't get past Nick.
Thank you.
Quentin Nelson.
You answered my question. Jadeveon Clowney is a bull rush. I'm going to use my speed on you. The technique dude is Bosa. He gets rid of Quentin Nelson. We play Baltimore this year. You're going to probably see that. If they do pick up Bosa, if Quentin thinks he's going to go ahead and manhandle Nick Bosa, he's got a surprise coming.
Indianapolis. We play Indianapolis this year?
See, I think so, as I remember.
Yeah, because
anyway,
Indianapolis, he's not in Baltimore. Yeah.
Go back, and there must be I'd love to see some film. Have Bosa and Nelson ever met? Because Bosa's not bull rushing anybody. He puts a series of hand moves on you. He's got footwork. This is the complete kill machine. That's why I like him. Some guys use speed. Bosa uses quickness and in technique. That'll work every time.
There's just not enough out there for me to be sold on those.
You'll never go for it, Joe, because you've got an agenda.
No, I don't have an agenda, Ronbo.
You do. You want to trade down. You want to get Devin White. You hope that we don't get him so you can trade down. Rachel, will you talk to him?
That's not an agenda. That's actually giving you guys a bone, believe it or not.
No. If we miss out on Bosa, we will have screwed up. He'll go to another team show, and you'll feel bad later.
I would prefer to have somebody more experienced on my edge. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't want any more developmental project and
It'd be nice.
or anything like that.
But look what happened when we had two guys. We had Aaron Lynch who came in and had a great year his first year, and we also had Smith. Smith would have been. I really wonder what it'd be like. You look at J.J. Watt. Those guys came in, they dominated. You don't need to always be. There's a lot of guys that do.
They were on the right. They were on the right teams, though, Ronbo. That's
well,
the thing.
You put these guys next to DeForest Buckner, and there is a possibility it could be good. But you keep on hoping. And I'll keep on hoping, and we'll see which one wins on draft night.
Yeah.
we
Well,
got to go though.
I have a
I
question.
can't wait for that night. All right.
I have a question for Big Show.
Okay.
What's up, Razor?
Okay, and I want you to answer honestly. If there was a Calvin Johnson receiver worth taking number 1 overall, would you be begging that the Cardinals take Murray? Yes or no?
No, because I have a policy of not. I have a policy of not drafting receivers in the first round. I want
that's
to.
So you know what? Let's continue this Sunday because it's already been 15 minutes according to my timekeeper. So we're gonna.
I'm sorry. I apologize for going over if that offends anybody.
No, it's okay. And so because you're always thoroughly entertaining, as JJ says.
And shout out to JJ, by the way.
All right. All right, so.
And I'm not lying about that either. I would not pick him at number 1.
No, I remember you saying.
I wouldn't.
Yes, I do remember. But you did pick a receiver the year before last, it seems to me. But anyway,
yeah, last
I think we
year
both
because
did.
I knew he was legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, fam.
All right. Shout out to everyone. All right.
Don't you love when show comes in and all hell breaks loose? Hey, Antonio! Antonio Kid says, hey, you're on my birthday today, and shout out to you. And hey, was Antonio the one earlier that came in? And so yeah. All right. And it gets, when the clock strikes 12, we won't see Antonio at midnight, so we're going to see him right now. And happy birthday to Antonio. Happy birthday to Antonio. Happy Niners birthday, Antonio, man. Hopefully, Antonio, because of your lucky birthday this year, we do well in free agency coming up next week. We don't pick up a couple of box of popcorn and a Diet Coke. We pick up the real deal. Hey, let's go. Javier Calderas. Hey, Javier. Thanks, fam. And Coach says that would be Danny Shelton. You know what? I was a Danny Shelton fan. Did he get drafted in 2017? 16? Shelton came in 2016 or 16, right? I like Danny Shelton, man, dude. And he's getting better, too. Watch, and Vita Vey, I love me them big, stout Polynesians on my line. We've had some legends, but them two dudes, man, I'm thinking both of them, man. Danny Shelton and Vita, man, these guys. Remember, man, I had some bros, man. Anyway, Mr. Leak says, okay, probably because it's 12 a.m. and I need sleep. You don't need no sleep, Mr. Leaks. It's good. You're lucky it's not your birthday. I'd be doing you up, too. Ray Jr. says, 49ers, we are playing chess, not checkers. Let's go. Stay faithful, Niners, for life. Jeff Tan says, Tyshawn Gibson, free safety, got cut. Really? Cap casualty, see? Has to be. Earl is top target, though. Gibson from the Jags. Somebody mentioned that earlier, right? Gibson from the Jags who run same system. Oh, that's true. They're going to be looking at these guys, too. What you do is try to get them before everybody else starts talking to them. Hey, Earl, man, come on in here. Let's talk, man. You want to go to dinner, man? Got a 9-star restaurant down the street one time. I'm serious, man. It goes beyond 5-star. This restaurant's serious. And Coach says last year Lynch was window shopping. This year he's going into the store to buy. You know. Amit K. Patel says, watch out for Nebraska running back Devin Azigbo. I tell you, Kyle's already talked to him. He's in the mix. Niner scouts were in Lincoln to watch his pro day and was impressive. I know. Him and that show. You know, I understand that this dude, Dedrick Young, is impressive too. See, because Devin White is not lasting past the first down, or first round. And in spite of personal opinions, I'm just thinking, I could be wrong. I think edge is priority one with the 49ers. Year after year after year, all we talk about is the pass rush. This year, it's got to stop. JT! JT. JT. Come to the phone and talk some Niners. OJ. I figure if I'd annoy him enough. Ronbo, please stop. Okay. God. JT, where you at, man? Hey, Jorge's back. Hey, Jorge says, what the heck, me and Chloe send you out crazy. Respect straight from the deck. The boy's a poet, and now he even know it. Him and Chloe be making it all with ease.
They be digging this shit.
Is that Keys? Keys!
It's a film I see here too.
Keys?
Little smaller.
I always feel we should not be eavesdropping, but it's always
that time of year anymore.
Keys? Keys.
Yeah, I looked earlier. Yo.
Keys, hey, Keys.
What's up, man?
Hey, Keys. Looking for you, man.
Oh, man, same old shit. What you doing tonight, man?
Oh, man, just get back here, man. I'm checking out. I'm looking at, AB is like made yesterday fun. And now it's getting serious coming into Monday. And Keys, I don't know how you feel, but some people think AB's putting on an act to drop his value so the 49ers can come in and say, we give you a fourth-round pick. And you guys know you want this fourth-round pick because because AB is running y'all crazy, and we're getting ready to take that off your hands.
Yes,
he ain't going to Buffalo. You already know this. So go ahead and give us fourth-round pick. Listen, you know what? Never mind. We'll give you a fifth-round pick. We don't have a fifth-round pick. We'll give you a sixth-round pick, and y'all need to be happy with that. We got to pay him.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I really don't. I'm not saying that I don't want AB, but the price,
it ain't right.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But if we can get him, then that's what's up. But I'm not really pressed on that issue.
Yeah,
now,
I'm with you.
I seen some real interesting today, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about cutting Terrell Suggs and Eric Riddle.
They already cut Riddle. Eric's he's with the Rams now. Rams signed him up already.
He already signed?
Yeah, the Rams signed him up. Yeah.
The guy say, if we can't get Earl, that'll be something nice too. That'll be something nice.
Hey, Keish, your mic. Huh?
Oh, my fault. You can hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little muddled, or it's breaking up, is what it is.
Okay.
But go ahead, I can hear you
better now, right?
Oh yeah, that's good right there.
So, yeah, man. But you know, T. Swizzle, even though he's older, he still had 8.5 sacks last year.
Wait.
Like Terrell Suggs, because they saying you gotta take a pay cut, or they gonna release him too.
Oh no, this is a new development.
Yeah,
I thought they got rid of. Yeah, I thought they got Za'Darius was on the out because they didn't want to pay him. He was a cap casualty, right? Now Suggs is sitting over there talking about, no, y'all got to pay me or else I can't stay here. Well, I guess
and that's,
go ahead.
And
the
that's
car's
what
waiting on you.
They're saying he can't old.
Yeah,
you 36. So they talking about cutting him.
I don't want him.
One of the two.
I don't know if I want Suggs on the 49ers. You know what, Keith, my feeling is the 49ers, after coming up out the dirt, we don't want to get too many old guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pay for.
Or Justin Houston.
He's only 30. I can deal with that. That's okay.
Yeah.
30-year-olds I can deal with. But when they start talking 34 and 35, and in this case, Terrell's talking about 36, come on now, y'all. We can't pay that man a whole lot of money, especially the way they be asking for big bucks. I mean, he ain't talking about.
Yeah,
It's like Earl. Right. It's like Suggs ain't saved no money. I need to get paid because I need to pay my rent. Come on, man. What are y'all doing, man? Ain't paying no multi-year contract worth no $40 million. You know, sorry, I was no.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Even AB. AB's 31. AB needs to come in. We're giving him a break. If he wanted to play with the 49ers, come in, be nice. Like you told everybody, this house here is already, see all this here, it's all paid for. I don't have to play football. If you don't have to play football, why do you need to come in and talk about you need guaranteed money and rewrite your contract? I don't understand. Why would you say that? Do you want to come to the 49ers or not? See, this is why I said, oh, no, he's talking smack now.
Yeah,
So.
I think he'd come to us and keep his same pay. You know, that's just I'm trying to get up out of Pittsburgh.
Could be.
Like I said, last week.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, you know, if he can keep that same contract, I have no problem, you know, giving up a third or a fourth, you know, or
that's
something
a friendly
like that
contract
for him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not budging on rewriting contracts and all. We got people we need to sign, you know, that's going to keep our franchise. You know, we got our guys out there, so we got to take care of home before we start taking people outside of the home. So
Keith,
I'm out
though?
with that.
He could be fronting, though. I just realized. He really desperately wants out of Pittsburgh. He could be saying things to make other GMs think, oh, hell no. You know, he really may
That's
be.
what it is.
If I find out that he's working this hard to get to San Francisco, I'm embracing him like a brother. Because you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's really becoming annoying. And I'm trying, it may be an act. It could be.
They said he got the most baggage in that NFL. He had like 61 or something. Like the way he was talking, all his tweets and all type of crazy stuff today, man. I was watching first take and a couple other shows. They was talking about all type of crazy stuff. But like I said, I think it's just he want to get out of Pittsburgh, man. He just wants to get out of Pittsburgh and come to a team, either us or a team that's going to be in a winning position.
Right.
So,
and he ain't running out of ideas either to scare people. I can't wait to see what he comes up with tonight, because he seems to stay up late at night thinking up this stuff.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Start throwing furniture out the window. Make sure ain't nobody down there. You know, he probably does. He probably says his boys downstairs, look, I'm gonna do another video. All right. Hey, y'all go downstairs, make sure nobody comes within 10 feet of the building, all right? AB's throwing a sofa. They're gonna try to send me to Buffalo out there out of their damn mind. I ain't gonna play for no Buffalo. They don't know who they're dealing with. Throw some more stuff out the window, right? This time, instead of an ottoman, throw a real size sofa out the window.
I don't think they want him in the AFC. They don't want to see him at all. I don't think they can get him out of the AFC.
This is why
they get him out of the AFC.
Right, and that's why Pittsburgh knew that Buffalo wasn't going to pick him up. They were not serious. They just want to mess with AB.
At all.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. I'm trying to figure out. I was going to say something else.
Raiders is out of it, too. Raiders forgot they're in the AFC. They can give up everything they want to.
Yeah, because you know what? Somebody said something about the Raiders, too. And I was like, nah, they're not. They're going to ship him out of their division, period. I don't care. He's not going to no AFC team, period. That's not happening.
And the Cardinals failed.
Worst case.
Cleveland tried to give it. Was that Cleveland? No,
they weren't going to give them to Cleveland anyhow, because they got to play them boys 2 times a year.
Right.
So that was not happening.
No, I got mixed up. Cleveland, it's OBJ they were going after, because they knew that the Steelers weren't going to give them Antonio. You know what? We're going to find out the real truth about all this madness within the next few days, I got a feeling. Or maybe longer, because this is not a free agency period. This is just a deal to get AB the hell up out of Pittsburgh, right? So it's not about free agency period. This could go on for another month or so.
Yeah.
All the way to draft night, to be exact. Because
Always in draft. Always in draft.
yeah. Because John Lynch could say, going in the 5th or 6th round, Lynch could say, yeah, you guys, you still thinking you want to get ready, AB? Yes. I got a 6th round pick. Okay. Because you know what?
Because we got what? We got 2 in the 6th, or is that the?
Yep. They got
we
2
got
6th
2 in the
round
6th, right?
picks, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a
I think
5th
we
round
got
pick.
2 in the 6th. Yeah, we don't have a 5th. Yeah, I think it's 2 in the 6th. And what?
We got 1, 2,
What is
3,
it, 2 in the
4, no 5th, 2 in the 6th, right? That's 6 picks. Yeah. That's our picks currently. You know, if we don't trade
So we
down in
got-
the first round, and they say if they don't pick up Bosa in the first round, Lynch is going to move out of the first or out of the number 2 spot for whoever wants Haskins, I guess, or whoever wants Murray for that matter. If they
Well,
don't,
Murray going. I think they going to get homeboy. They going to get Josh Allen. The dude, the
Josh Allen?
quarterback, whatever. Yeah, for Arizona. They Josh Rosen. They going to get him up out of there.
Well, that's what I think.
That's the coach.
They benefit. They get 2 first-round picks. Somebody give me a first-round pick from Josh Rosen. You got it. And that may be what's taking us so long right now. You give me a first-round pick. I got my own first-round pick. I score heavy because I got the quarterback I want, and I got another first-round pick. That's the place they want to go if they can. So
I'm
That
telling
makes
you now,
sense.
that coach over there, that's who they gonna get. Even if they don't get rid of Rosen, that's where Murray. My mindset is already there that he's going to. Homeboy Kyle was going first for
Yeah.
first overall.
you
They pick
can get
him
rid of
first
Rosen,
overall, then we got-
but they're going to shop for the best pick they can get. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to say a second-round pick or something like that. No. We got time. We're going to continue to see if we can get that first-round pick. Keith, we got to go, fam.
They all day, man.
I see.
Niners Empire.
Yeah. Keith, I've been looking for you Sunday,
Niners
man.
Empire. Yeah, I'll definitely be here. You already know I'll be there.
All right.
I'll take it easy, man.
Thanks, fam. You
All
too.
right.
Good night.
All day.
And look at Mike Rodriguez says, I like Big Show, always giving wrong. Yeah. Funny stuff, awesome show. Thanks. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Hey, Mike. And Adrian got down there and says, Mostert is big game changer. Look at the screen pass he caught from Beathard against the Vikings, 97-yard TD. Mostert to me is just, they give him a 1-year deal, though. But you know, he's going to go out, and the 49ers are not going to pay any more than necessary. But I got a feeling no matter what he goes out and finds, 49ers say, okay, we'll match that. What? No, hell, it's just, we didn't know you know. We just want to see what the market value was and give you that. Come on, you knew we wasn't going to let you go. Come on, man. Derek Dawson says, hey, and he's also got the gold mustache going. He's hinting at Lynch and Kyle. Could be blowing smoke. They probably told AB to act a fool to lower that draft pick market along with making Pitt want to get rid of him. And, you know, the Steelers, he's making them crazy. At some point, and AB's good at this, at some point, they're going, all right, Antonio, just get the bleep out. Dude, here, sign this and you're a free man. Jesus Christ, man, what is your problem? It's like we didn't help you during this whole entire career. You got Ben Roethlisberger thrown at you every year. You don't think that's a good thing? You wouldn't be who you are without us. Remember that. Get out. And Antonio, yeah, that's how you feel about it? I'm going to show y'all I could have done what I'm doing without y'all. Antonio walks out, of course, the office. John, it worked. They'll do a movie about it. If that is the case, they'll do a movie about it. And now we don't have to wait till he retires. That movie will be out in 2 years. Who would you pick to play the part of Antonio Brown? Well, that's hilarious. I would be, and you know what? It would never work again. Because any player that tries to do that in the future, it won't work. The general would say, listen, I've seen this, and I know how this movie ends. Dude, I'll sit there and listen to all. You can do any antics you want. I am not going to give you a release. Enjoy yourself. Hey, TX made Niner. Is that Texas? Texas made Niner? Says Trent Brown. Trent Brown lucked into playing because Trent. Wait, let's see. Lucked into playing because their rookie draft pick that was supposed to start tore his Achilles in preseason and had to motivate his big ass to play. Oh, our Trent Brown. Hey, did the Patriots draft an offensive lineman that year? I'd forgotten about that. All right. No, they probably told Trent under no uncertain terms, listen, you come in here being lazy and overeating. If you can't get it done, you can overeat all you want to, but if you can't come out here and work, this is just going to be a bus stop. You just keep moving. Ernesto says, I'm glad Weedle went fast. I was just hoping we'd stay away. There's too much young talent out there. I agree. And Victor Rojas says, if we need to draft a center in the 4th round. Yeah. Yeah, because we don't have a 5th round. You know, we really should get a lineman, offensive lineman in the 4th round. Good point. And Jorge Silo says, we stay flying higher and higher. Won't ever retire from the empire of fire. Seeking which free agents to require to add defensive gunfire. I should have had some shabizzle nizzle, you know what I'm saying? Adrian Gutierrez says, I'm going to go with one Bill Wall saying, if the players don't show improvement in 2 years, they have to go. Got to go. Yeah, you know, Walsh did not play, did he? Man, you come in there as a rookie, you better look good in your first year. In the second year, that's it. In third year, you're gone. That's true. And let's check out on JT. Hey, JT. Give me a J. Give me a T. JT, he may have done the... So it's Niners, man. Come on, ref. That wouldn't flag on that shit, man. We talk. You have them kind of. You be sleeping and be tripping. Wouldn't you love to have yourself recorded while you're sleeping? Because hardcore 49er fans. I bet you we do go through this. Hey, Fan Life says, Fan Life 123. What's up, Salinas? Watsonville, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, homie right here. Man, Life, I know you, man. I know you. Salinas, man. Come on, man. What school? Alisal? Sunnyside North High? Palmer? Which one? Shoot, man. Richie Lowe says we still get an elite pass rusher. Got to, man. Thorson says, Ronbo, PPI expected a Harbaugh-like turnaround. The AB trade to the Bills fell apart. Look on NFL.com. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, we know about that. AB said, don't even think about sending me to Buffalo. Man, get serious, y'all. I'm telling you, man, you know where I want. AB's done everything short of saying, you know where I want to go. Daryl Ray Jr. Says, we'll see some of the guys that got redshirted last year, like Contavious Street, comes back. We got some young D-line players that we haven't even seen on the field yet. See, this is what I'm talking about, you know? We want to go by last year's record when really there was some very extreme, extenuating circumstances. So you don't go by what happened with that team last year and start getting a whole lot of players. We need to wait and see what that team was really about before we declare them dead meat. You know, this is the second year in a row they suck. Oh, come on. Why did they suck, though? There was a reason for it, a solid reason. It had nothing to do with players not, well, it did, players not being available. Leroy Phillips here says, this is just me. Nothing happens overnight. Everybody wants to win. I understand. Look how many teams never been or even won a Super Bowl. We have 5. Just relax. The heat is on, Lynch and Shanahan. Yeah. So as I say, I don't think the heat's on them. I mean, Jed was watching. He seen what happened. And also, anytime you give people 6-year contracts, because I'm sure that both Kyle and John came and says, listen, Jed, I mean, you got a real, this is a cesspool, bro. Tell you what we can do. 5-year minimum, and we'll get this boat up rocking, but it's going to take some time. So Jed probably says, listen, I'll give you 6. All right? Don't worry about it. Share here from Jed for another year. Tongan Man 78 says, sup? Sup, my Niners faithful, Niners Empire? Hashtag. Dustin Mack says, you sure we can't check with Patrick Willis, see if he wants to come out of retirement? Willis, that toe must have really killed. You know how Patrick used to love to play. That toe must have really been kicking his ass. He really couldn't stand it. Some people think he left because of Harbaugh, but I think that toe was killing him. Super 90 Fam Bam says, hot damn, the Raiders and Rams are a sham. What a shame. We barely know your name. Now, how lame you don't know the game. Jorge! Jorge and Chloe working together. Boom! It's Booker T. Booker T, are you serious? Booker T! Get on in here, man!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Booker T, always. Oh, man! Come on in, man!
Another second. Let me holler at you.
Booker T already gave it to you, so you can go ahead and holler now.
Much love, man. Much love from the SAC. What's happening?
Hey, Booker T, man. You know what? I'm telling you, man, you know what's happening, man, because, we've been going back and forth on Twitter. Every time one of us gets another message, you hit up the other one, It don't matter what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Boy, it's crazy. Booker T, what are you thinking, man?
Man,
Always love to hear from
we
you.
all family, man. I feel like we all family up in here. Everybody.
Oh, it is. Shoot, man. We got... You know what though? We've been through so much pain and suffering together. This is what makes bonding with all the fam so cool. Because when we do, and I do believe we're gonna step over a line this year, Booker T. And what we've been through since 2014 is pure hell. So all of a sudden, we be like, whoa, fam, we're 9-1. Remember last year we was talking about we're 9-1. Think about that. We will appreciate it more now that we've suffered. We won't be taking nothing for granted like we did when Harbaugh was here. We'll be thinking, shh, look out.
Yes, sir. I can't wait, man. But, okay, like, at first I couldn't really understand the Shanahan plan because I was so worried about winning right away.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, right, all the draft picks he got, including Solomon Thomas, right, okay?
Yeah.
They all make hella good depth pieces, though. If you think about it, like, okay, Akello is a hell of a depth cornerback, right? Solomon Thomas is a hell of a depth guy. Like, everybody that we got is for the depth. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think they were building the depth first.
Right.
And if we win, we win. You know what I mean? And then Jimmy came along. And then now, though, I think that we are kind of ready, but free agency doesn't begin until the 11th, so we still got 3 days left.
I know, right?
The Rams.
People that got mad
The Rams
already,
always just trying to, the Rams always trying to be in somebody's spotlight. But, man, about the AB thing, I think he really wants to come here because he likes how the players are treated. Like, to me, that's probably overrated, but it's like, man, I'm going to treat you like a man here. And I have zero doubt in my mind that he'll come and fit in this locker room because he already knows. And I'm sure that he's not going to be no type of distraction, nothing like that. But, like he wants to, he wants to play for the best offensive coordinator in the NFL. So,
and a solid
I ain't
quarterback.
mad at him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how they driving the price down and everything and
it's working
whatever.
too.
But, man, give the man his money. But here goes another thing, too. We could trade back with the Jags, give them 2, and then we take 7. And we could get Jalen Ramsey, So there's, there's a lot of options that we can have, but we do need that guy. But I'm sure this dude has a plan, though, and I'm just excited to see it all unfold. And wherever we go, I do know like Adrian Colbert, great depth piece. Marcel Harris, great depth piece. You know, they might not be starters right away. They may can develop into one, but as of right now, they are like we probably have the best depth right now. I know that doesn't sound sexy, but
yeah, no, but it would be interesting. Booker T, have you ever seen or heard of a team though being built from the bottom up? That would be an interesting concept. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. Look, man. Pete Carroll did it in 2010. Remember when they first got? Remember, man, they got Russell Wilson and all that. Then they ended up getting Bobby Wagner. You know, then they ended up getting their starters, man. And then they ended up signing Michael Bennett from free agency. And I don't know, man. I mean, I could be wrong, and maybe I'm just being
it's an
optimistic.
interesting theory. Because they're not doing anything orthodox in Santa Clara right now. They're not. So this is not beyond
Okay,
belief.
but look, okay, so here it goes though. So say in 2017 we got all of our starters, and then we kept being 8-8, 8-8, 8-9, or you know what I'm trying to say, 7-9, 8-8.
You already eclipsed.
Yeah, man. So they're like, okay, let's just, we got a 6-year guaranteed. So even if we sign another coach, they're still getting paid. So they got guaranteed money, and my thing though is just I just hope Shanahan just let Lynch do his job a little bit, because if you think about it, the C.J. Beathard pick, that was Shanahan. Joe Williams, that was Shanahan.
I know. Him and Bobby is involved in that. Joe Williams.
Yeah, remember they said though John Lynch didn't even have him on his board at first. So I say let the man do his job. Shanahan, man, we're in a good position right now, but I just think we all want to win so bad. I mean, who doesn't want to win? But if you think about it, you start from the depth, then we add these players because you're going to have injuries. But then now all of a sudden, our second string are starters. Remember how we had it with the Harbaugh era? Like our second string were starters, and to me, I think they're building that way, because I couldn't understand why they're doing this and aggressively prudent and all that, and it's because they are not worried about winning right away. Okay, so year one, okay, we got rid of 90% of the roster. Damn. We have Selleck and Staley.
Look, in the parking lot, you see all the cars, there's traffic jam of dudes getting cut.
Yeah, man. So we got 9 new offensive players, So, man, it was going to take time. And then he wanted to establish his culture. So we have, the first year, blah, 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 second year, the culture. Now that culture is in place. So no matter who comes in there,
plugs right in.
We already have our culture set. So, but I was listening to the Niner Nation podcast, and he made a good point. He was just like, we're paying a lot of money to positions like, so I think Jerick McKinnon and Kyle Juszczyk, like they're like the highest paid backfield right now, and Cassius Marsh is like the 11th highest player on the roster, and stuff like that. So we do got to be careful, man.
Wait. Booker, did you say Cassius Marsh is the 11th highest paid player on the roster?
Yeah.
Really?
That's crazy.
I hadn't checked out salaries.
That's kind of crazy, man. So, like they got to watch that a little bit too, even though we can cut them after this year. But I say, man, bring in, I really like Shaquille Barrett, and I like Shane Ray. Like just bring those guys in, because they're obviously upgrades. They're not going to be as expensive, but Earl Thomas probably most likely will be a Niner. And I like Landon Collins, though, like as a strong safety, because I said this a couple years ago. I'm not falling in love with no more players, Ronbo.
I do remember you saying that.
Your ass can kick rocks. You can kick rocks if you're not producing, man. And like Trent said, the third year, if you're not balling,
we held on to Eli Harold way too long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but shit. I mean, so we're going to the wide 9 on third down.
Yep.
At first I thought it was going to be like our new base, but it's just only going to be on third down.
If you do that if you keep that as a base, you're going to get killed though. So they
no, because all you have to do is run the power and then pull the guard.
Right.
He's going to kick out the
he just needs enough time.
Kick out the tackle.
Yes.
Blah blah blah. And that's a fucking 10-yard gain every time. So I'm just worried about the defense, man. And I've been saying it on the Nighthawks fan club. I've been telling them this for 3-4 months. Let's do our defense, man, and then after that. But hopefully the OBJ thing goes, comes through.
I would appreciate that a lot. And honestly, we could do that and still grab Josh Sweat or Brian Burns, you know. And I want actually I heard earlier the caller say,
Montez? You said Josh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Montez reminds me of Alden Smith, to be honest with you.
Using his
Strong.
length and sprinting around them curves, yeah. Yeah,
Yep. And then
Russell
you know,
Wilson will not outrun him. Boy, that's for damn sure.
yeah, that's my deal with Joey. Nick Bosa. That was my deal. That's what I was going to say. I've seen quarterbacks outrun him. You know, like when he's coming around, and I'm like, damn, Russell Wilson would have been gone right there. So you know, that's man. He's public enemy number one. Russell Wilson, Jared Goff, yeah, whatever. You know, copycat McVay, whatever. But
if
I'm not really worried about him. I'm
Murray
worried about
comes
Russell
in,
Wilson.
if Murray comes in,
Excuse my language.
If Murray comes in, there's nobody in the league that can catch him. Oh my
No,
God.
but just think about what he did with how much. I mean, with how little. Like he scares me.
I know.
He scares me, man. Like this dude is, like man, like these dudes ready to cut their shoulders off for this guy, you know, and you know,
he's
like,
a leader, and they try to say he ain't. I actually
no, he's a badass dude, man. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
him his credit, man. Russell Wilson is a top 3 quarterback right now, and I'm gonna give him his credit.
I
You know,
finally
I'm
did.
just
I broke
ready to-
down a few months ago myself. I stopped talking about him. Badly. I did.
Hey man, I just man, if he was on a different team, man, I probably would be a fan of him. But you know, he's just on our, you know, he's on our list. So I mean, I don't understand. But
we hated Richard Sherman too before last year, so that's the way it works.
yeah, man. I mean, man, Richard Sherman, I used to put hashtag shut him up because I wanted somebody just to shut him up. But man, I'm glad he's a part of our team, and I think
I know,
he
man.
has
He's a
a
great person. He's
Hey,
out
but,
there
hey,
now
but
talking
Ronbo, I got a
to.
question for you though. I got a question for you. Remember
Go
how
ahead.
he said he could play safety?
Who?
What if we put him at free safety, trade back and draft Greedy Williams or something like?
You
Man, we got a lot of options.
They won't let him do it. And in fact, Lynch wants him to stop talking like that. So, you know, they're not going to hear it this year. Rich has got another 2 years at corner. And then maybe they might entertain, all right, Rich, you want to play safety now? Because you can pretty much live on your instincts and experience out there, so go ahead. But now,
Yeah,
you
just
play
like
that corner.
Adderley, like Nasir Adderley. You know, he's not a 4-3 guy, a 4-4 guy. In my opinion, he's a 4-5 guy, 4-5-9, or you know. But it's just his instincts of where to be,
Exactly. And
reading the route combinations and concepts.
Exactly.
That's why I think Sherman will be a good free safety because he'll already know where the ball's going. Before the snap even goes, then he can alert, and all that. But man, we got to see. Oh, here go before I go. I think Richie James is going to have a breakout season like Kittle had.
Nobody remembers Richie James because everybody's looking at Antonio. But that's what I'm saying. I always love it when people say we don't have any receivers. And I think, wow, I don't know about that.
No, we have him. We just don't have that receiver that can
the guy that's the best of them all. But
yeah. So like, say we played against Belichick. Okay, guys, we got to take 84 out the game. That's what we don't have right now. So right now they're saying, okay, let's take 85. So that's why I think we do need a receiver, even if we don't throw it to him. We just need somebody that say, hey man, we got to, hey man, we need double team over here. We're gonna let Trent Taylor, Richie James, or Pettis get open right now. But Pettis has a chance to be that guy too. But I just got a feeling Richie James because he was hurt. Man, he was hurt last.
When I look at Pettis,
he was hurt, man, so he could have worked out, man. So he was
and Richie too.
Just sitting there.
But I look at them two as potentially badasses, especially Dante. He showed enough last year. But Booker T, hey, let me see you Sunday, will you?
Yes, sir. Salute. Hey, man. Hey, if I don't tap back in, it's probably because I got to work, man. But I love everybody. Niner Empire, Niners for life. Yeah, man, y'all keep y'all faith. And y'all don't let these outside people, man, turn yourselves against our GM because that is our GM right now.
Yeah, I know. Right?
A lot of them choices wasn't his, man. Because he has Shanahan. Like, that's Shanahan's team. Shanahan hired him.
That's true.
So,
I keep telling people that.
good,
People if Don Lynch fails this year, he's going to get fired. Not if Kyle says he stays. So, yeah the people forget that. So,
yeah,
anyway.
man. And then the last thing, too, I heard that we're going to do a little less cover 3, and we're going to do a little more too high because of DB coach that we signed because he's the fast and game coordinator. So that's what I heard too.
See, I tell you, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. All right, fam. Booker T, man.
All right, y'all.
Appreciate you so much, man. We love hearing from you. Hopefully, see you as soon as you get in here if you don't have to work, man. All right.
Hold it down for the Niner Empire, man. Smash that like button. Hey, destroy that like button and smash that like button. Y'all do y'all thing. Let's get ready to rumble.
He still got that great voice. Night, Booker T.
All right, brother. Good night.
All right. Now, Cindy L. Okay, Cindy. I one thing we don't tolerate is racism. I'm gonna delete that remark. Because as I say, black people don't get picked on here, and we don't pick on white people either. So any other race, we do not call them names like that. All right, Cindy, please do not do that, please. Hey, Jorge says, you're right when you're right. You hit the needle on the head when it comes to the gold and red, and your number 8 looks great in this state. Like we're 8. Jorge, buddy, his creativity is off the hook, eh? And Byron Brown says, what's up? And Coach says, third year now, roster's young and rebuilt. We need ballers to compete with the top teams, starting with our defense, which needs at least 4 good players to do that. Vet free safety, vet cornerback. We got the vet cornerback, vet edge. Justin Houston, right? Or Gavin, was it Griffin? Everson Griffin? They're out there. Coach, I think the FO is going by your blueprint here, too, Veteran inside linebacker, Mosley. Yeah. Coach also goes on to say foundational and depth players, guys. I've said it like 10 times the past 2 seasons. Just be patient. The mad scientist is working his chemical magic. See, the 49ers do finally all bring it together because right now it's kind of incomprehensible, and it looks like a work in progress. But it doesn't look like it's gonna, at any point in time. How you're working on your car? How some guys work on a car? Actually, it's older cars. Right now, you can't work on the newer style cars because the computer system and stuff. But the older style cars, you got to work on that car for like a year or so until, if you have it parked in your mom's driveway or something like that. Okay, you've been working on that car for a year, and I'd like to have my driveway back. And you still can't get that car to roll, right? What do? You got to call a... Come and buy me. No, I'm not parting with this car, Mom. I'm going to get it fixed. Just give me a minute. And he says, Coach said also, there's a guy on my draft list who's not only caught Murray last year, but will continue to do so in the NFL. Just wait and see. Whoa. Because that Murray boy, gosh, I want to see what he does on his pro day. He does his 40M. Because Murray... They show clips of him escaping pressure. Murray runs like circles, and people can't catch him. And then he finds a seam, and he takes it to the house. I said, if we had a game with this kid and he did that, I don't think I'd be able to get over that, especially if we lost by that touchdown. I'd be pissed for a week. I hate that feeling because you got to wait till next Sunday before you can feel better again. Meanwhile, that nasty taste is in your mouth. Watching him circle around. Get him right. Oh, God, come on, guys. What is with the tackling? Oh, no. Oh. 40 seconds left on the clock. We're down 4. I hate those moments. God, please don't ever let that scenario actually happen. Hank Mooney says, hey, I'm telling you, Malcolm Smith is going to be a beast if we get E.T. Legion of Boom is going to be waiting to give Seahawks an ass whooping every time. Yeah, Malcolm Smith was one of the guys. Remember that flag they threw at Malcolm Smith for slamming little Russie to the ground? Oh, God. Oh, Jeff Tan. Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff Tan talking? Oh, Jeff Tan, we accidentally timed you out. Jeff, you're back in. Just check back in. That was an accident. Didn't mean to get you. Yeah, Jeff Tan never says it. Hey, Jeff, sorry, man. Yeah. Hold on. Can we time him back out? Time him back in? Yosef El Bebe as... but don't take my... I'm not sure what's going on with those two. Big Unk, too nice, but don't take my Unk kindness to a weakness. Okay. Hey, Bashar, what's up? Ernesto Vasquez, we might be in a good position to get, hey, Yasin, like him. You know? What's Yasin's first name? What's his first, guy's got a great name, you know? Hey, you'll never forget, there he is again. Hank Moody says, my man, Ronbo, I'm telling you, Malcolm, we just did that. Yeah. All right. Let's read another phone call. Oh, what was it? Okay, are we done? Okay. Fam, you know what? See, like, you got to figure Monday is when things get going. I think we're going to be like all week long jumping on this because this is going to be hilarious fun. So, see you Sunday. Coach is going to come in. Look for the coach. Is going to be doing this thing 5 p.m. We'll be on with the coach is going to give you, we're talking a day before things are underway. So this coach is under a lot of pressure here. So the coach is going to come in and tell you what free agencies he's expecting. He's also going to light us up with his draft. It all coincides with who can think like the Niners, right? I can't wait. Ooh, next week is going to be crazy. Start with coach on Sunday afternoon, or should I say early evening. Fam, please hit that like. I wonder if I can still order a pizza. Please hit that like, and I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Hey, Jeff. Oh, man, Jeff, we're sorry, man. My protection people said, we actually hit Jeff. Tell Jeff we're sorry. Jeff, don't be mad, Jeff. Oh, my God, Jeff. Jeff, we owe you, man. Come in next week, Jeff. Come in Sunday, Jeff. Yeah, you need to call, Jeff. We'll give you an extra few minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? You can say some bad things to me and say bad things to my production people who screwed up. Because Jeff's is racist. Cindy. We're trying to get Cindy. Good night, Chloe. Good night, Orny. Night, fam.